Stay at home? Don't so, 75 pesos na lang. At McCrispy Chicken Filet, only 59. Keep your budget safe with McDo Chicken McSavers.
Hello, Arden nga pala at dating McDo crew member. Mapa-dine in, delivery, o ride-thru pa yan, alam kong safe ako palagi dahil sobrang maingat ang McDo. Kaya hanggang ngayon, sarap pa rin pag andito ako.
Kita ketemu lagi.
Ya, setiap tahun di waktu yang sama. Sekarang waktu yang tepat untuk MPLI 2021. Menurut lo, gimana Kapten Draft?
Simple. Jaga teman lo, tapi bikin musuh lo lebih dekat.
Oh, jadi lo berani ngambil resiko demi harga diri lo di depan lebih dari 2 juta penonton.
Lo tuh bermain aman. Kadang itu bisa jadi jebakan buat diri lo sendiri.
Kalau dilihat dari pemenang tahun lalu,
Alter ego. Di NPL season lalu, mereka keluar sebagai pemenang. EVOS sempat ganti formasi. Apa strateginya bagus?
dengan adanya subliner baru, tim EVOS adalah tim yang solid.
Akhir-akhir ini, gue liat mereka kurang bagus.
Ada BTR.
BTR, tim yang hanya bisa bertahan itu.
Formasi musuh seperti apapun, pasti bisa diobrak-abrik.
Hah? Aura? Kenapa dia memilih Aura? Tetapi di season ini, kemampuan Aura nampaknya memang meningkat pesat.
Wah, sial. Dia punya SMG.
Tunggu dulu. Bukannya Onyx di season lalu kalah?
Performa Onyx di awal sempat buruk. Tapi sekarang jauh berkembang. Gimana? Sebaiknya lo nyerah aja.
Redki. Gue tidak perlu jelasin lagi. gue yakin di turnamen ini bakal lebih seru lagi.
Yes, gue juga udah duga dari awal.
Good luck.
MPLI Show.
Yeay, tetap masih bersama aku Gia Joshua.
Dan aku Vela Jeff tentu saja yang akan ditemani oleh para gestar yang pasti cetar membahana sih.
Bukan main, tapi sebelum itu ya kan seperti biasa kita meminta izin kepada teman-teman semua untuk melepas masker karena kita sudah menjalankan protokol kesehatan.
Betul banget, kita juga udah dites, sudah menjalankan segala hal yang baik lah pokoknya untuk ini. Kalian juga harus stay safe ya, sehat-sehat semua di rumah ya.
Amin. Nah, Vela, hari ini kita mau ngapain lagi sih?
Mau seru-seruan, tapi sama yang cantiknya tuh kayak aku. Terus yang jagonya kayak aku juga, ya kan? Terus yang paling spesial adalah dia cosplayer.
Wow. Ini aku suka kok cosplayer.
Pro player,
Cosplayer?
jago lagi mainnya. Cantik lagi kan?
Siapa ya?
Penasaran kan? Kita cek yuk, siapa dia? Please welcome Sharon Su.
Yeay, selamat datang Sharon Shu.
Iya, biasa kalau yang kayak gini-gini tuh biasa salting ya gara-gara ngeliat ya bintang tamunya cewek lagi nih.
Lumayan Ci, jadi kan setidaknya perasaanku yang kosong ini bisa melihat wanita cantik gitu kan ya.
Iya lagi ngomong.
Nggak apa-apa.
By the way, apa kabar Sharon? Sehat kan?
Baik, sehat.
Aduh, kalau gitu boleh dong, karena kita sudah menjalankan protokol kesehatan di sini, boleh buka maskernya. Oke.
Betul sekali.
Nah, kita hari ini bakal ngobrol-ngobrol sama Sherlyn dan pastinya bakal seru-seruan bareng. Nah, gimana nih, Gio?
Aku pasti banyak banget pertanyaan-pertanyaan buat Shirley tentu saja. Karena kan gimana ya, kita melihat Shirley ini sosoknya sebagai pro player juga, cosplayer juga. Jadi banyak banget experience yang mungkin kita bisa korek-korek dikit.
Betul. Terus kamu kesibukannya belakangan ngapain sih, Sherlyn?
Scrim, terus ngejuri turnamen. Lebih ke e-sportnya sih,
Oke,
jadinya
oke.
akhir-akhir ini.
Oh gitu.
Berarti sehari ngabisin berapa jam tuh ya kalau jadi pro player ladies? Karena kan kita biasa ngeliat yang laki-laki.
Laki-laki.
Berapa jam sih sebenarnya?
Mungkin nggak sepadat yang cowok-cowok ya, cuman kayak kita tuh sehari itu kita biasa ada 2 kali scrim sama tim lain lah gitu. Itu tuh sekali scrim itu BO3 match gitu. Terus di luar itu kita harus nge-rank bareng gitu.
Iya. Nah, kalau kita lihat juga kan di sini kan banyak banget ya tadi kegiatan dari seorang Sharon sendiri ya.
Betul. Atau jadi cosplayer juga. Tapi kalau boleh tahu, Sharon udah berapa lama sih jadi cosplayer?
Baru sih, masih 5 tahun deh kayaknya.
Barunya
Itu masih
5
baru
tahun.
banget. Iya benar, soalnya kalau di dunia cosplayer tuh yang udah suhu banget ya. Itu tuh udah 20 tahun.
Mohon maaf ya, agak sedikit ini ya. kalau
Iya,
kita lihat
jadi aku
bisa
masih tergolong baru sebenarnya.
5 tahun tapi ya gimana ya?
Jadi 5 tahun berarti itu sekarang 2021.
Dari
5 tahun,
2016.
2016.
Iya.
Wow.
Cukup lama ya. Tapi kalau cosplay hero udah berapa lama sih nge-cosplay hero? Apa aja sih yang udah pernah di-cosplayin sama Sherlyn?
Banyak sih, tapi sebagian besar emang dari Mobile Legends sih karakternya. Karena memang game yang aku suka banget sih.
Oke.
Apa aja boleh tahu nggak? 1-2 hero mungkin?
Boleh, aku waktu pertama-tama itu cosplay Fanny. Fanny itu aku udah cosplay yang Skylark, aku cosplay yang Starlight juga. Terus aku cosplay Angela, aku cosplay Kagura. kemarin Lunox, dan yang paling baru Selena.
Di antara semua hero yang udah Sherlyn jalanin nih ya, paling suka nge-cosplayin hero apa?
Kalau ditanya gitu, jawabannya pasti Fanny ya. Karena ada sejarahnya.
Saya batuk karena saya tahu sejarahnya ya.
Siapa tahu ya?
sejarahnya.
Tahu ya. Iya, jadi karena aku cosplay Fanny waktu MSC 2018, di situ aku ketemu pacarku yang sekarang, Zuan, ya, gitu. Dan dia top global Fanny pada saat itu, gitu. Jadi ya berkesan sih menurut aku.
Fanny ternyata.
Pastilah berkesannya soalnya di hati.
Benar sih, nggak salah. Tapi
Years and keep going gitu kan.
ngeri.
Iya.
Berarti udah lama banget ya, 2018 sampai sekarang.
Emang lu?
Iya.
Ya, elah masih
Tapi emang
aja.
cosplay pertama aku karakternya itu Kagura.
Kagura. Berarti Fanny itu yang keberapa?
Fanny itu yang ketiga kalau nggak salah.
Oh, ketiga. Oke.
I see.
Tapi kan kamu ini udah lama juga di cosplay, udah 5 tahun. Tapi kita juga pengen tahu dong, kamu tuh udah berapa lama terjun dunia e-sport dan awal mulanya gimana ceritanya?
E-sports kayaknya lebih pendek dari cosplay ya. Karena memang walaupun aku suka main game dari dulu, tapi kan baru benar-benar masuk jadi kerjaan di e-sport tuh kayaknya beda setahun sih sama cosplay. Jadi aku baru jadi BA Sense Indo tuh kalau nggak salah tahun 2017. Terus aku dari situ kan masuk e-sport sebagai brand ambassador ya. Nah, terus dari situ aku jadi streamer. Aku di situ pindah lagi jadi brand ambassador Boom Esport ID. Lalu masuk ke brand ambassador Era Wolf Pro Team waktu itu ya. Jadi kayak dari situ sih aku dari brand ambassador, terus jadi streamer, talent, dan akhirnya sekarang pro player gitu.
Wow, perjalanan cukup panjang buat Sherlyn Su ya kalau kita bisa bilang ya. Tapi Sherlyn kan sekarang kamu balik jadi pro player nih.
Iya.
Role kamu apa sih?
Role aku dua sih, bisa mid laner sama side laner.
Oke, aku mau tahu dong hero favorit kamu itu apa?
Hero favorit aku saat ini apa sepanjang masa apa gimana nih?
Dua-duanya
Dua-duanya.
boleh.
Satu yang saat ini, satu yang sepanjang segala masa. Ya.
Oke.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Nagbabalik ang MPL Invitational sa inyong lingkod. Ang nga pala si Leo. Sama natin dito si ate mo, Chantel. Chantel, how are you?
Medyo nilalamig dahil kinakabahan ako sa mga mangyayari ngayong araw. May laban ulit ng mga Filipino teams natin, but I'm looking forward to all the games. For today, may it be from the Filipino performance at sa mga ibang bansa.
Yep. Nabanggit mo na may laban ang mga Philippine teams, and sadly, yung pang-una nating laban ay lasunan. Pinoy versus Pinoy.
Kanina nga pinag-uusapan natin kung paano magiging atake natin for this match. Kasi syempre, as much as we want to na lahat ng mga Filipino delegates natin for MPL Invitational mag-stay, pero kailangan talaga, ito ang tinadahan na sa kanila for today.
Ganong kalakas ang Pinoy.
Ganon kalakas.
Parang Pinoy lang din ang mga katalo sa sarili natin. And part of me believes yun ang nangyari kagabi.
Yes.
Alam nyo na yon guys. Pero let's not dwell on the past. Let's look forward. And of course, sakto, ang oras natin ay around 1:05 p.m. And you know what that means? It's lunchtime! If you guys are craving for McDonald's, you can order your McDo favorites and deliver sarap with just a tap via bit.ly/McDoPH. You play, we deliver. Merienda siguro McDo.
Pwede na din, diretso hanggang dinner.
Pwede.
Buong araw.
Sakto yun kasi yung huli nating laban, maganda. Maganda yung see you soon versus BTR. So, maganda yun. May twister fries ka, no? But not just that, you guys can also log in via fantasy.oneesports.gg and you can play the One Esports Fantasy. Alright? Watch, play, and win. Dyan pwede kang mag-predict, pwede kang tumingin ng stats, and marami silang papremyo.
Yes, napakadali lang niya, and every tama na prediction or kung may gagawin kayo na masakto doon sa mga questions sa fantasy, meron din kayong points na makukuha.
And for those who are watching that want to do more than just predict, if you're so ML, ika nga ng mga kabataan ngayon, if you're so ML, you can also play in the One Esports MLBB Community Tournament 2021. Yan ang link, battlefy.com/oneesports para makipaglaro kasama ang mga tropa. Medyo busy lang dito ngayon sa MPLI, pero pag nakaluwang-luwang, baka mag-queue in dyan ang mga casters.
Uy, Zen Esports, tsaka madami pa abangan yan, guys.
Siyempre, dumami na kami, hindi na sapat yung isang roster, baka magkaroon ng next
Baka
roster.
may biglang sumulpot.
Yep.
Ano kayang pangalan? Abangan.
Ito ngayon, may sumulpot na skin na pwede nyo mapanalunan. All you gotta do, register, alright? Para sa mga update at manalo ng Serene Plume Ling. This is one of those more expensive skins. So make sure you log in via oneesports.gg/MPLI 2021-register. Alright? So again, chance to win. Serene Plume Ling.
This is a collector skin.
Yes. Yes. I was gonna say it's my favorite, pero wala ako nun eh.
Oo, tsaka hindi din ako sakto din, hindi ako nagliling eh.
I want to win it though, so I'm gonna go in, log in there. But there's another set of skins you can win, and that's via the survey for the MPLI. Kung nag-enjoy kayo, sabihin nyo sa amin, alright? Ang inyong mga saloobin at magkaroon ng pagkakataong manalo ng Lightborn set. Just visit this URL, oneesports.gg/MPLI-survey. Kompleto ako nun eh.
At saka ang kinagandahan doon, natulungan na nila tayo na ma-improve pa yung broadcast natin, kung ano pa yung mga gusto nila makita during the whole tournament. Pwede pa sila magkaroon ng set, Lightborn set.
Set yun Set yun. So, kompleto. Si Alucard, si Tigril, si Harit, si Fanny, at saka si Granger. memorize ko.
Sakto. Meron ka nun eh. Kompleto mo lahat eh.
Exactly. And you guys can win diamonds as well just by tuning in and sharing on social media using the hashtag MPLI Let's Go. Kung magpo-post kayo, make sure na itatag nyo to. Gagamitin nyo to hashtag MPLI Let's Go para ma-feature at manalo ng 1,000 diamonds at One Esports merch. Chantel, I know you're so happy with your One Esports pin.
Yeah, actually pinost ko pa siya eh. Kaya feeling ko gusto ko din manalo ng One Esports merch eh.
I hope for a t-shirt. Mahilig ako sa mga black t-shirt eh.
Baka naman.
Mga black shirt ng MPLI kung meron man, or One Esports. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be a jam-packed day. Yung simula natin, yes, Pinoy teams na banggit na natin kanina, pero
kasi pag iniisip natin, yes, Pinoy teams siya, pero at the same time, doon natin, since this is an international event, mas papapakita ng mga Filipino teams kung gaano tayo kalakas. Yeah. For sure, all the countries ay nakatutok dito sa ating unang series. Malungkot lang though kasi -1 na naman sa possible na makakuha ng championship title for this tournament, but that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. It's happened to Indonesia several times already over the past few days. Pero ito, Chantel, meron akong konting pampalubag loob. At least yung RSG lineup iba.
Yes.
Right? You see Kenji playing, andyan si Eman Matikas. Napanood naman natin kahapon kung gaano kalakas ang gold laner ng RSGPH ngayon laban sa RSGSG. I'm wondering, Chantel, paano kaya sa tingin na dito makaka-adjust ang Echo? Kasi Echo, main 5 nila eh.
Yeah, actually for Echo, ang pinaka-adjustment na lang talaga na gagawin nila is to minimize the errors. I mean, that's cliche. Talagang lahat ng teams, kailangan nilang bawasan yung errors nila. But the good thing is, since nakita na nga natin na naglaro yung RSG on the previous match, is alam na nila kung sino yung pwede nilang medyo bantayan or pwede lang i-weaken.
Si Eman.
Yeah, pwede si Eman. Actually, Eman, sobrang lakas niya sa debut performance niya for RSG PH, and for that, isa siya sa mga kailangan tutukan talaga dito ng Echo.
Yep, and as for Echo, what RSG is gonna do, I believe is, honestly, hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam kung anong capabilities itong bagong lineup ng RSG. Kasi kahapon, hindi natin mabasa, honestly, kasi nga ang kalaban nila RSG-SG, and it was honestly one of the more one-sided matchups in MPLI so far. Ito yung mga laban natin sa araw na ito. Again, we mentioned that PA
Country na naglalaban towards each other. Ibig sabihin nun, parang minus ka na agad sa mga possible na threat from that country, and we'll see.
Yeah. Based on the performances of all the teams from the previous days, 4 pang natitirang Pinoy teams, ladies and gentlemen. Onyx, Philippines, RSGPH, and Echo, and of course, our defending champions, Blacklist International, waiting in the quarter-finals. Chantel, malungkot kahapon na nalaglag ng RBG ang Next Play EVOS. At nahulog din ang Omega, pero may mga hindi talaga tayo mo control eh. So today, we're opening up with a heartbreak. One more Filipino team has to go.
Wala eh. Kumbaga, pinaka-makikita lang natin dito is kung paano magpupukpukan yung dalawang teams natin. But if we look at the bracket naman ng Blacklist International, if we go back dun sa interviews ng Siusun and BTR, isa talaga sa mga gusto na makalaban or pinaka-inaasahan nila makalaban dito is Blacklist International. So, for sure, for this Siusun and Invitational Alpha match, kung pwede nga lang na best of 5, pwede best of 5 eh.
Ay, oo, yung quarterfinals pa lang, no? And I think masaya yung mga teams na nasa bracket talaga. See you soon, and BTR, excited sila for sure. Ang sinasabi ng mga ibang teams from the other countries, sana all makakalaban Blacklist.
Yes, pero ito nakakatakot. Since all the teams are eyeing for Blacklist International, hindi nila dapat kalimutan yung mga ibang teams from the Philippines. Kasi pag hindi sila nag-pay attention, ibig sabihin, they're losing their chance na makalaban ng Blacklist International.
Yep. So, kailangan galingan ng lahat ng teams. At syempre, mas lalong gagalingan ng mga Pilipino. Atin ang mundo ng MLBB ngayon, ladies and gentlemen. Facts lang, kung facts.
Facts lang. Facts lang, just an opinion.
Respect.
Noong nakita ko ganun eh.
Respect my opinion, pero facts lang.
Facts, hashtag facts. Yeah, I see that every time sa mga comments. But yeah, yung sinasabi natin, all teams are prepared coming into MPL Invitational. Hindi din natin pwedeng malaitan yung ibang countries, and it's an honor for the whole Filipino citizens and esports industry na lahat ng mga teams halos ang gusto makalaban is yung galing sa atin. So, it's a statement pa lang na talagang tayo yung tinitingala pagdating sa mga meta, sa mga strategy, and doon pa lang doon pa lang panalo na tayo.
Yep. And wala pang laro, panalo na. Imagine niyo yun, di ba? So, it's so good to be a Filipino right now in the world of MLBB, in the world of esports. But, real quick, Chantel, ready ka na ba? Kasi malapit na natin makausap yung mga counterparts natin sa international broadcast ng MPLI.
Yes, I'm super ready. Actually, iniisip ko na kung ano yung sasabihin ng mga teams and kung ready na ba sila sa mga pwede nating sabihin.
Ay, oo. Ako, gigil na ako eh.
Pero ito na.
Teka lang, yan na.
Sabar nak tengok cross antara country-country ini untuk kita lihat.
What is up, guys? What is up, Indonesia? What is up, Malaysia and Philippines?
Hi, guys.
Well, first of all, I think we can start with the Philippines here, all right? Let's just start with the Philippines again, Gani, all right? Yeah. Because there are... Actually, no, let's start with the Indonesian teams because there are more Indonesian teams competing here in day number 3. Firstly, all right? For Ranger Mas, Kabe, Professor, I want to know your thoughts on the first match. RSG Philippines taking on Echo Esports. What do you think about these two Filipino teams?
Saya translate. I understand.
Oh, udah ngerti? Oh, whoa. Okay. All right.
I think who's gonna win? They also they will meet Onyx ID. Yes. And also I will say good luck and bye-bye.
Oh, okay.
Because Onyx ID too strong.
Oh.
Too strong. Only one thing.
Tell me.
I worry because RRQC versus Onyx PH.
Mm.
Best jungler in the world right now.
Oh.
But
Maybe
I
we should
still-
ask
I still
the Filipinos.
Yeah, I still believe Albert can fly. I believe I can fly, Albert.
Okay.
Albert can fly.
Oh.
Albert can fly.
Hashtag Albert can fly. Thank you, KB. Thank you, Ranger Mas. But maybe Chantel and Leo, we saw the Filipino teams. They're pretty dominant here in MP Invitational. But for you guys, from Ranger Mas and Kabe, they believe in Albert. Do you guys believe in Kyrie?
Of course. I believe in Kyrie. Actually, not Kyrie. Every team should actually eye for every jungler of the Filipino teams. Just like what we said earlier, if you're not paying attention to the other Filipino teams, you're losing the chance to win MPLI.
Wow, wow. Demon Kite, Hades, and as well as Kyrie. Very, very strong and solid junglers, as you said, Chantal. But yeah, hold up here, Mirko. Because let's ask the Malaysians now.
Let's ask the Malaysians. You know, Toda, unfortunately, yesterday, they were knocked out. And now, it seems like, Gani, there are no more Malaysian teams on the board. What are your thoughts right now? Maybe you can give us your neutral thoughts towards the other teams. Maybe you can root for See You Soon now.
Yeah, I mean, for now, we don't have any particular Malaysian team except for SMG, so we're saving the best for last right now in the quarterfinals. But we might take side on Bigatron Alpha because we have still Repo over there. We're going to give all the support to Bigatron Alpha.
Let's go, Bigatron!
Yeah, so Indonesia and Malaysia, brothers right here, all right, working together against Cambodia. One home. Let's go.
Leo wants to talk.
Leo,
Translate.
you got something to say?
I will translate what we'll say.
Translate.
Yeah, I will translate.
Kahit magsama-sama pa kayong lahat, hindi nyo kaya yung Pilipinas, okay? Yung mga natitira namin mga teams, kaya kahit sino sa inyo, champion man o hindi.
Oh, what he said was
Chantel?
he is looking forward for every team's performance for today, and he wishes all the teams the best of luck. And he is sure that all the teams will do their best. That's all.
Okay, Leo with a statement right there. Class. Huge. But
class.
Thank you for everyone. Ranger Mascabe, Cross, Adine, Chantel, and Leo. Love you guys, and we will see you in the match.
See you.
Good luck, have fun, everybody!
Talo rin naman eh. Pinigilan kita doon.
Muntik na ako madala ng aking damdamin. Pero sa true lang, di ba? Sa true lang, di ba?
Mainit masyado pag sisisihan nila yun.
Facts only. Kasi tinan mo, yung ibang bansa, kumakapit na sa kabila. Parang, oo, may champion kami, pero pwede din eh. Di ba parang, nasan yung pride doon, man? Nasan yung pride na may champion pa kayo, pero pwede din doon eh.
Pwede ba tagalan natin yung segment na doon? Parang madami ka pa yata pwede sabihin sa
Okay lang. Buti lang pinauna nila yung iba kasi kapag ako nagtuloy-tuloy, delikado eh. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's circle back around. Obviously, I can speak English, pero kailangan talaga minsan Tagalog eh.
Kailangan natin itago kung ano talaga sa loobin natin.
Para doon sa mga hindi nakakaalam, kilalanin natin ang RSGPH at Echo. Let's watch this. Well, kilala naman natin sila, pero may bago sa lineup eh.
With a twist.
Also, by the way, happy birthday to Exhort, RSGPH!
Yes, nga pala. Big letter H.
Let's go! natin muli kung sino ang maglalaro.
And hindi din bago actually yung specifically si Kenji. Napag-usapan namin ni Reptar actually nung nanonood kami ng laban ng dalawang RSG teams natin for MPLI. And he said that yung entry dito ni Kenji, parang nagdagdag sila ng panibagong shot caller or leader inside the team. And as per Eman, interestingly enough, alam nyo ba na si Eman ay dating jungler, and for this RSG lineup, nag-switch siya into gold lane. So parang very aggressive.
You have Kenji and Heath na basically MPL simula pa lang. Tapos nandiyan si Demon kaya si Emma na rookies, tapos si Aqua medyo gitna.
Actually, ito din yung talagang gusto ni Coach Panday, even Coach Bonchan, gusto nila yung pinaghahala. Naniniwala sila sa mixture ng veteran and ng rookie kasi nahahawa mo agad yung init ng rookie and at the same time yung experiences ng isang veteran.
And here's the stats for RSGPH over the past few days of competition dito sa MPL Invitational. 10 unique heroes chosen. KDA of about 36 and 81. Average gold per game, 42k. Tapos objective damage, 36k.
Actually, kung titignan natin yung KDA, it shows a lot pagdating pa lang sa number of deaths sila. So, ibig sabihin, pagdating sa team fight, hindi din sila masyado nag-overcommit to the point na nauubos sila dun sa team fight na yan. And for RSG as well, ang nakita kong improvement sa kanila, kaya na nilang tumapos ng long game.
Yep, and sabihin nating may asterisk doon. Sabihin nating considering SG ang kalaban nila, it's a whole nother metagame. Kaya rin siguro 3 na 2 games lang.
Yes, and tama actually. I think for RSG, mag-iiba talaga yung laro nila based na ang kalaban nila ngayon is Pilipinas talaga.
Oh, yeah. This team right here, ladies and gentlemen, ang bagyo ng MPLPH. Siyempre, nandiyan si Benny Cutie, led by Raflesia with Hades, Curtizi, and RK3.
Actually, pag tinitingnan ko to yung lineup na to, mostly veterans, but at the same time, this is a redemption for Hades, and ito yung pag-usbong ng pangalan ni RK3. For RK3, he's very consistent with this role. May it be yung support na mga mages, pero mostly ang ginagamit niya is more on the damage type. And take note, RK3 is also a student, so imagine the time management that he has, pero yung performance niya hindi nako-compromise.
He's a student?
Yes, he is. During MPL, we do interviews, right? So, binanggit niya doon kung paano siya nagpa-practice. Sabi niya, after ko po mag-schooling, after ko mag-aral, diretso siya with the screens.
From modules to Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends.
Okay, very, very responsible. I'm actually very proud of RK3 here, not just as a rookie, but now more as a person. Ito yung stats ng Echo over the past days of competition. Lamang lang sila ng bahagya, given na 3 games ang linaro nila laban sa Aura Fire. 12 heroes uniquely picked. 51-45-104 on that KDA. Medyo mataas ang kanilang average gold. 62k over the 42 na merong RSG and less objective damage. Ibig sabihin nito, Chantel, ang mga finish ng Echo, mabilis at malinis.
Yes. And for Echo kasi, yun yung actually pinakamasasabi ko sa team na to. In terms of objectives, minsan hindi nila priority, pero at the same time, ang gusto nilang gawin is pick off ng isa, tapos tsaka sila kukuha ng mga turrets, mga bigger objectives. And for Echo and RSG actually, it's basically the same in terms of individual skills. Ang pinaka makikita na lang natin dito is kung sinong lalamang in terms of the veteran moves. Since we've mentioned earlier that we have veterans for both of the teams. At ang pinaka nakakatakot for RSG, they have to stop Benny, Cutie, para hindi magkaroon ng space si Hades.
But that goes both ways, Chantel. Isipin mo isipin mo, if RSGPH is thinking, kailangan nating pigilan si Benny Cutie, bakit naman hindi isipin ng Echo na si Eman na lang kaya? Bugbugin kaya natin yung rookie?
Feeling ko si Eman, oo tama. Kasi di ba sinasabi natin pag mayroong bagong or may rookie sa isang team, ang kailangan mong gawin is mamain. The term is mamain, yes, kasi nandun yung kaba, nandun yung hindi sila sanay sa mga bigger tournaments. But yeah, it's a good strategy for Echo dito kung si Emma na tatargetin nila. But pagka kasi tumutok sila kay Emma, na naiisip ko naman, doon pwedeng magwala yung ibang lanes ng RSG. So, it's kind of tricky for both of these teams. And if we look at Eman and Benny Cutie's numbers, yung damage dealt, iba talaga ang bagyo kapag siya ang nagbigay ng damage for every team fight. But in terms of objectives, makikita natin lamang dito ang side ng RSG.
Yep. And again, you have to consider they were fighting up against a different meta. And for Echo naman, medyo napaflex sila eh. Napilit sila ng Aura Fire. Nag-shuffle pa nga eh. Well, to be fair, RSG also was on the receiving end of the Singapore shuffle. But right now, looking at the lane predictions, nothing new here, all right? Nothing that's out of the ordinary. Demon Kite versus Hades as the junglers. Benny QTS Eman, yun yung kailangan natin panoorin. Pero paano yung Kenji Curtizi? Dati magka-team yan eh.
Yes, yun pala. For Kenji and Curtizi.
Omega Bros.
Omega Bros, pares pa sila na letter K ang sumat. So kakaiba na talaga yung connection with the K para sa dalawang players natin na to. But ang kinagandahan kasi, since these players ay dati magka-team, ibig sabihin, talagang lahat or 100% ng kanilang knowledge about each other ay ngayon nila i-expose at gagamitin over the other.
Yep, and at this point, hindi ko alam kung sinong lamang dun sa matchup na yon. Kasi si Curtizi, napanood ni Kapitan, napanood ni Kenji for the longest time. Buong MPL Season 8, ganyan si Kenji, oh. Ganyan ka na pala, Kurt. Ganyan ka na pala. Pero, ang kay Curtizi naman, pwede natin sabihin, batak.
Batak, yes. Oo nga, yes. Batak over someone na nag-observe lang from the outside. Pero feeling ko, ang pagpasok dito ni Kenji against Curtizi, masyado ka nang makulit, Curtizi.
Nako.
Kailangan kitang pigilan.
Turuan ng leksyon.
Kailangan kitang turuan ng leksyon. Pero pwede naman sagot dito ni Curtizi, nope, pinaghirapan ko to. Isang buong season, ide-diretso ko kung ano yung nagiging performance ko. Pero, actually, hindi na ako nalulungkot. Knowing na nakita natin yung stats ng dalawang teams natin, we all know that all Filipino teams deserve their spot dito sa MPL Invitational. Ang nakakatawa dito is every team, RSG and Echo, will showcase their power para mas nakakatakot para sa ibang bansa.
Yep. Ano na lang to, sabihin nating show of Filipino dominance.
Yeah.
Di ba? Parang tingnan nyo kung gaano kami kalupit. Even the Omega Onyx match yesterday was honestly something to behold. Kasi kahit na sweep siya, sabihin natin sweep siya, lumalaban yung Omega. May mga times na parang pwede tapusin.
Kumaga parang yung feels niya talaga, literal na MPL Philippines natin. And kung titignan natin yung numbers for the whole MPL Invitational, yun yung pinakamahaba na laban. So, kumbaga, tingnan natin kung sanay ba yung mga ganong ibang teams sa ganong klaseng long games. But Echo and RSG, actually for MPL Invitational, nakakita rin na tayo ng adjustments sa mga teams natin regarding the banning na din. Siguro nagkaroon na sila ng idea kung ano ba yung magandang kuhanin or not. But eto na naman, yung Matilda ni Raflesia. This is the strength of Echo actually. More on roughly siya, literal na, ang tawag natin sa kanya is the raffle entry.
The raffle entry, hindi siya Jeet Kundon ngayon, Matilda siya, and ever since even Season 7, napakalakas ng kanyang Matilda in that roaming position. So, very excited to see what RSG will answer back with this. Pansinin din natin yung mga bans, Ate Chantel. You have here the Johe, the Karina, and the Ruby na, ewan ko lang kung dahil sa international influence to, naging priority na din ng lahat ng teams ngayon.
Feeling ko, kasi di ba nung isang laban din, actually kahapon against the Next Play Evos, yung rebellion niya, Genflix, grabe yung Ruby niya,
si Kuya Koy! Si Kuya Koy!
Para siyang literal na naging walking fountain din in a way that because of the spell bump. So, tama, yun yung sinasabi natin that most teams mabilis talaga mag-adjust pagdating sa mga tournaments dahil nakikita nila. Kasi kung ano yung na-observe nila, for sure, yun din yung i-implement nila at the same time, may kita nila na yung other teams, pwede din nilang kuhanin or adapt sa kanilang lineup. But for RSG, eto na. We have Eve and Aldous actually. Makikita kasi natin, there's a trend na you have an assassin as a jungler, tapos yung gold lane mo is Aldous para ma-secure yung play. So yun yung medyo kailangan bantayan dito ng Echo, given that that is the lineup. Pero Echo, Kagura, and Barats, more the burst. Actually, Kagura is maganda. Against is maganda, yeah. That's bawal. Against the Eve.
The Kagura is a nice way to dive, and even yung flicker circling eagle. Kaya circling eagle lang eh. Abot niya yata yung range nun eh. Nung real world manipulation. So Echo is playing the range game here. Both long and short. Yung Barats pang short range. Sagot nila sa Aldous.
And speaking of, actually, kaya naging maganda din to para sa Echo yung Barats nila because parang ninenegate na nila agad yung mga possible na kuhanin dito ng RSG
Your
in
team
terms
is
of
banning.
mga off-lane na sustain like mga Thams, even the Lapu-Lapu and the Yuzhong. Kasi napakahirap nun eh. You want to initiate a team fight but at the same time, pwede kang maditunas welcome anytime soon.
Yep. So, kailangan mag-ingat dito ng RSG PH. They're picking something a little safe. Open yung Ling, but they would rather not. They instead go for Demon Kites, Lancelot. Chantel, may napansin lang ako. By picking up this Lancelot, kino-confirm ng RSGPH na gold lane Aldous nga ito.
Yes.
So, we're seeing influences of Kelra from Omega na ngayon laglag na, pero still repping the PH.
Still repping
One
the
shot!
PH. One shot! But let's talk about the coaches pala. Napansin natin,
Your
actually,
team
nabanggit
is
natin for
banning.
RSG. Mostly ng mga players nila is mga rookie. We have Demon Kite and Eman. Pero ang coach nila is a veteran coach which is si Coach Panda. Para naman sa Echo, binanggit natin kanina, ang mga players nila is mostly
Your team
veterans,
is banning.
Curtizy, Benecute, and Hades. Pero yung coach nila is a team from is a coach from amateur teams.
Yes.
So kumbaga ang ganda nung combination niya kasi yung minsan kasi pag nasa professional team ka na talaga or matagal ka na nagko-compete sa mga big tournaments, iba yung knowledge as compared to those teams playing underground.
Nag-grow yung knowledge pool.
Yes, nag-grow yung knowledge pool. So saktong-sakto talaga for Echo and RSG. But the good thing for RSG Philippines, they banned the Ling kasi nga naman it's difficult to have the Lancelot and Ling competition for the junglers, and since na exposed na nga na si Aldous ay kanilang gold lane, napagandang strategy nito actually for our
Yep. Espadahan for
Your
all seasons
team
yan, yung
is
Ling versus
banning.
Lancelot.
Espadahan for all seasons.
Yep, it's literally for several seasons now. But looking at the bans on Echo side, it's going to be the Rafaela. Oh, wow. I love it. Rinespeto nila yung Rafaela ni Hit.
Your team is
Sabi
picking.
nila, wait lang, parang mahirap kasi kapag meron na, may Lancelot ka na, very mobile type of hero, tas meron ka pang Rafaela, parang hindi mahihasten yung kanyang rotation dito. And Grok as well. Actually, for the Grok, usually kasi nakikita natin na tandem, Grok and
Your
Eve.
team is picking.
Para sakto, meron ka ng vision kung saan ilalatag dito yung real-world manipulation. So this is a nice answer from Echo. Ito naman yung sinasabi natin for RSG. Since meron sila nakita na Barats, medyo delikado yung mga Thams pick, but we know the capabilities of RSG when they have the Thams. May it be Nats or Kenji using it. Iba parang yung mga teams meron sila mga signature heroes on their own.
Si Kapitan Kenji yata to. Ang iniisip siguro ng RSGPH, sabi ni Coach Panda, it's okay, let the Barats eat you, very hot.
Yeah.
Diba? Para siya, kumuha ka ng kwek-kwek galing mismo dun sa kalan.
Tapos diretso sa...
Oo. Ganon.
Yung parang mismo dito sa Echo, ang gagawin ng RSG, siya na mismo yung aayaw
Yes.
na kainin dito si Tam. So,
pero biro, tawag dyan overload. Parang okay lang nakainin kahit sino, isipin mo na lang sino yung pinaka-less na masakit. Diba? Pero it's all about Echo. Oh my God! The carry showing up.
ooh. Actually, yung carry parang na-adapt din nila sa previous game nila against, previous games dito sa MPLI, and it's actually good knowing na meron ngang Aldous dito for the side of RSG Philippines. Imagine, pipili na lang dito si Barats kung sino nga kanyang idedetonas welcome, tas after nun, free hit lang ng free hit yung carry na. So, ang ganda ng carry actually, and it's very exciting and thrilling to see carry again once more sa mga Filipino teams.
So, Chantel, I don't know what's going on here. Are we saying Jungle Benedetta to?
Oh, yes.
Mukha, no? Jungle
Yes.
Benedetta. So, napilit ba ang Echo ng RSGPH? And of course, there's an Angela there. Last pick ng RSGPH. Saan pupunta tong Angela na to? Kanino to? Let's see. Ito na yung lineup natin. Hanggang ngayon, medyo magkamukha pa rin yung jersey nila.
Actually.
After a whole season, they still kind of look the same. But wait lang. Let's go and see Gold Lane. Siyempre, Benny Cutie. On that carry.
Hades on as a jungler Benedetta, yes.
Confirmed. Pero dito naman, si Heath.
Oh, iba talaga. Actually, if we look back, if we go back sa MPL Season 8, iba talaga kapag Angela yung gamit ni Heath. Parang may additional plus 1,000 confidence kay Demon Kite to dive, knowing na Lancelot yung gamit niya.
At saka kay Eman.
At saka kay Eman.
Chantel, ito na yung port. Handa na ba?
Handa na.
Let's go! Game number 1. Lasunan ng mga Pinoy. I hope you're happy, Coach Mars, because one of us is going home. RSGPH versus Echo. Here we go. Hades, starting with the purple. Tingnan natin nasaan si Demon Kite, starting with the orange.
Yes, and RSG Echo dito ang pinakaabangan natin na may initial na labanan or match up at the early part of the game is going to be Aqua and RK3. Gaya na sinabi natin, Aqua has those veteran moves. Pero direct counter kasi dito yung Kagura. Instant dive actually to zone out this Eve. Pero yung salpukan na sinasabi natin on the Little Wonder, same. Pa din, more like maingat yung mga teams natin. Pero ang pinaka-inaabangan ko din is how Eman will play up against a carry knowing na ang hirap pumasok basta-basta ng Alus. And si Alus kasi parang isasakto pa niya yung free hit niya para magkaroon siya ng stocks. Pero kasi, habang gusto niya lumapit, pwede siyang pitikan ng damage dito na Benny Cutie. Knowing Benny Cutie, kahit anong hero yata pwede niyang gamitin, hindi siya nagkakaroon ng errors. And knowing that they have Angela na rin as well for Team RSG, napakadali as long as mag-level 4 na dito si Demon Kite. But ito yung sinasabi natin, on the top lane naman, Kenji and Kurt TZ matchup. Parang ano tayo, high and low, beso-beso moments for them.
Yeah. Uy!
Kumusta ka? Alam mo na ba yung latest pars?
Tol, dito tayo sa X-Plane.
Tayo
ulit? Tayo pa rin?
Ikaw na naman.
Pero I love what's happening, Chantel, because you can see na yung veteran si ni Kenji ay sulit na sulit. Kita mo binubuli niya yung Barats?
Kasi kumbaga para dito kay Kenji, kailangan niya lang bigyan ng damage from time to time si Barats kasi hindi naman ganun kabilis yung magiging balik buhay niya as compared to the innate characteristic of his hero. Pero yung nga last hit na pilita mag-flicker, by the way, and turtle objective makukuha doon.
Napakagaling ng anak ng Pasay na si Hades. Taking that turtle. Demon Kite locked in low. Thorned Rose. Siya pa ang unahan dito. Burst ni RK3 is real. Kenji gonna bite down. Akin ka, RTZ. Akin ka. Rafflesia gonna be able to dash on out. RK3 threatening another kill. Tatapon ng payong doon, but it's too short. Pero si Kenji ang tapang, oh.
Kanina
pagkatapos ng team fight, dito ulit ako. Okay lang?
Okay lang. Palit na ulit ako sa position ko. But for that, it was a 1-for-1 trade. Gaya na sinabi natin, what more can we expect from the Filipino teams? Talaga magbabalagbagan agad yan. Umpisa pa lang, and take note that was just the first turtle objective. Sinasabi natin, paunahan, either RK3 will burst Aqua or the vice versa.
Walang magawa si Angela. Heath, honestly, I don't blame him. At this point in the game, hindi pa level 4 si Heath. Wala talaga magagawa yung isang Angela. Pero to be fair, napalalim siya.
Napalalim siya. I think for Echo dito, ang ginagawa nila, since alam nila na si Heath, yes, ang mga ginagamit niya is mostly mga support heroes or not the tanky heroes that he used before. Kaya may tendency siya na medyo mapalalim. Even on MPL, ganun yung ginagawa niya for the vision. But it's not advisable and nabasa na ngayon ng Echo. Kaya lagi na siyang pinapunish agad. Although first death, pero ayun, diba, sinasalubong lagi na Echo.
Oo, Chantel, you said a very, very interesting word. Yan ang magic word natin, vision.
Vision.
In these two teams, the way that they perform in their matchup, importante yung vision. O tanong sa Eman, natakot, ginulat. And I think this is one of our keys to victory. Nabanggit natin sa ating mga internal conversations. Kapag binuli mo sa Eman, nag-iiba yung dynamic.
Yes, nag-iiba yung dynamic. And speaking of, di ba, Eman has, sinabi natin napakahirap against Benny Cutie. So, early part of the game, makikita natin Benny Cutie for sure makakaangat in terms of the farming. So, magiging question dito, or magiging kailangan action ng RSG is kung paano nila i-force yung Echo na mapalayo dun sa lane ni Eman. Kasi for sure, kakailanganin ni Demon Kite later on yung tulong from Eman. But another third objective, naka-ready yung mga teams natin. Actually, Kenji, nasa may bandang likod.
ng mamama, but again, 100% turtle take rate so far. Hades getting that major objective. Benny Cutie daw, ang bilis. Ito ba yun? Endless battle?
Yan, napakabilis. Yun yung sinasabi natin dito for Benny Cutie. Mag-free hit lang siya na mag-free hit. And kung titignan natin, even the outer third shield ay konting-konti na lang against Eman dito sa laban natin. So kanina si Heath, medyo umiikot-ikot pa siya sa other lanes or other terrains ng ating Land of Dawn. But this time around, naka-force siya papunta doon kay Heath. And still, Echo, they are very aggressive. Pwede pa nga silang kumuha ng panibagong kill. But again, it's them forcing out this RSG squad na umalis doon sa kanilang mga tinatambayan na mapa. At yung bottom lane nakuha ulit.
Lumiliit yung baluarte ng RSGPH. And what does that say about their early game? Was this too much? Delikado ba na ang ginawa nila, yung XP lane ay sustain type, tapos yung roam nila, medyo, alam mo yun, walang pang frontline. Actually, hindi lang medyo, talagang wala silang frontline.
Actually, ang naging crucial dito para sa RSG, kaya medyo nahihirapan sila. 16K versus 14K. That is because nagulat sila dun sa carry pick kasi maaga nila nilabas si Aldous. Pero wait lang.
Kenji, too much kahit na mayroon ka pang Coterant Inferno. It's a little too much to expect to survive that. Courtesy goes down, trades though, pero ang importante na buhay si Hades. Okay, 1 for 1 so far.
Yes, 1 for 1 so far para sa ating dalawang teams. Sir na Demon kahit Heath, ito yung sinasabi natin na tandem nila. For the previous seasons, or for the previous weeks ng ating MPL Season 8, parang nabuo yung kanilang confidence towards each other.
Eman! Nabuhay, may shield, may shield.
May shield.
Okay pa.
Pero iba talaga eh. Iba yung tapang talaga ni Benny Cutie. Gaya ng sinabi natin, every hero or any hero na pwede niyang gamitin, parang yung mastery niya. Talagang sagad sa anuman level yung sagad ng hero na yun. And again, Benny Cutie is still at 0-0-0. Pero another one, kung titignan natin yung third at na panibago after the first year, may damage na agad. So matagal-tagal pa para mag-scale up dito si Eman. And again, Echo nakapwesto agad sa may turtle objective natin.
Yep, pangatlong turtle dito. Burst down ni RK3 si Heat doon sa may likod. Jerkling Eagle ni Raflesia. Buhay pa siya, dashing on out. Did the turtle go to Hades?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Yep, so 100% turtle take rate so far. Heat uuwi muna. Mid-tier 1 taken down si Eman. Pinagsasamantalahan na niya ng oras na parang, guys, hindi nila nakikita.
It's time.
It's time. Wait lang, mahuli ba siya? Oh!
Naramdaman niya din. Sabi niya, it's time. Nakakuha ako ng farm, pero it's time na rin para puntahan nila ako. So, unahan ko na nice TV out actually para kay Eman doon.
Which is good senses for even a rookie.
Yes.
Hindi siya nag-overextend.
Kasi yung iba, since nakita nila na nag-turtle objective, pwede nilang ipilit na diretsuhin for the third take. But again, for this players, Courtesy and Kenji, gaya na sinabi. Wow! Objective damage per minute. Ganon ka focused si Kenji. Actually, ang laki ng discrepancy in terms of the numbers. Pero kasi, makikita natin yan pagdating sa team fight later on.
Even though we didn't see much of it yet in the team fights, kahit nasabihin nating man-to-man defense pa lang yan, ang pwede nating sabing correlate or i-theorize is yung sustain matchup doon sa top lane, good yun para sa baba, good yun para kay Benny Cutie. Kasi nga kung kukulong mo doon sa taas ito, napipilitan to si Eman mag-switch ngayon. Oh, biglang circling eagle sa ilang Torre, pinasok, tinapos ni Hades at ni Benny Cutie. Oh, sasagot naman si Demon Kite. Here comes Hades, dash in, dash out, sword intent. Oh.
Grabe. And actually, kung makikita natin, yung patience dito ni RK3, hindi niya rin finorce. So imagine kung pumalag din doon, si Kenji na sa may bottom lane na kakasabi lang natin na sobrang objective-centric ng player na to. Again, going back dun sa RK3, imagine hindi niya nilabas ng kanyang payong kahit may mga 3 players doon, ang RSGPH at nakakasira ng Torre sa may top lane ng kanyang team. Kasi alam niya na ang kanyang kailangan gawin is more on the surprise, yun yung overturn para hindi din siya malapitan. Yun yung sinasabi natin kung gaano ka-consistent si RK3. It's all about the patience.
Yep, and there's a circling eagle committed by Raflesia. Mamataan naman dito ni Emma. Nasaan yung mga miyembro? Nasaan yung Echo? And that's it. Ult used just for vision. And I guess, nabanggit natin kanina, yung Magic Word Vision. Yun yung bawi nila. Kung wala kay Heat, at least meron si Eman. Pero ult yun eh! Kinabagin sa baba. Grabe naman yung burst ni Kuya mo, RK3. The K in RK3 means Kagura. Because of that space made by the mid of Echo, quick Lord take. Chantal, nakita mo ba yun? Ako hindi nakita eh.
Quick pa sa fast. Literal na quick pa sa fast.
Nauna pa sa first.
Nauna pa sa first. dito. And again, it's all about zoning out, Aqua. Ganun ka-importante yung role ni RK3. It doesn't matter kung lahat ng mga players mabigyan niya ng damage, pero as long as, actually, nasama din si Hit sa na-zone out niya. So, nahirapan agad yung RSG doon na pumasok at mag-test ng Lord. But kung titignan natin, we have 6k gold actually for Courtesy. Pero Benny Cute is now 7.6k. Yes, medyo malapit yung goal dito ni Demon Kite. But kung titignan natin kasi yung kalane niya, 6k. Medyo naiwan si parang Eman dito.
And kung ang pinakamalapit ni Benny Cutie doon sa side ng RSG ay si Demon Kite, Chantel, 1.5k pa rin yun.
Yes.
Ang laki pa rin nun,
Parang
Benny.
isang item yun eh.
Oh, Benny, baka naman.
Baka naman. Share your blessings. But again, another turret destroyed dito para sa side ng Echo. And for Echo, ang pinakamasasabi ko for this 10-minute game, napakalinis nilang gumalaw.
Yep.
Even for Repletion, sabi natin, sobrang aggressive. Pero lahat ng mga pasok niya dito, saktong-sakto against RSG.
Malinis. And speaking of, maglilinis dito sa may bottom lane ang RSGPH. Going for the defense, clearing that Lord. Gonna try to punish Hades. And now he's dashing out. Sinundok ni Eman. Binaon sa may lupa. That's 1 kill for the Aldous. Huge stacks coming in for Eman. Kenji looking low. Papasok ni RK3. Finishing off the Molten Beast. The demon has been extinguished 5-3. Medyo napalalim, napilitan ng RSGPH. Pero so far, I think this is what Echo wants.
Yeah, this is what Echo wants. Kasi napo-force nila dito yung RSG na pumasok in a way na hindi sila prepared for a team fight. Even for Aqua, ang strength ni Aqua is napakagaling niya maglatag ng mga skills for his supports. Pero ngayon, since nakikita na pumapasok yung Echo, pumapalag agad sila. Muntikan na doon si Demon Kite. Pero alam kasi ng Echo na may tendency dito yung RSG na pag nasimulan na ng kalaban nila, nakikipagsalpukan din sila.
Salpukan meta.
Salpukan
Oo,
meta.
parang pag umamba yung Echo, yung RSG parang, ito na eh. Andyan na eh. And that's bad for an Angela.
Yes.
Yan ang nakikita natin in the past 2 or 3 team fights is, nandun si Heat, babato siya ng love waves, tapos, ult na ba? Andito na ako eh. Ult pa ba ako? Andito na ako eh.
Nandito na eh. Kailangan natin gamitin to. This is part of our resources. And eto pa, RSG, yes, they have the Alus. Maganda pang late game. So yung kailangan gawin dito ng RSG, not to force a team fight or not to answer on a team fight, mostly on defend, but it gives space.
Oh, Evan! My boy! Pinagbabato ng shuriken dito ni Benny Cutie. Yan ang sinasabi natin, the keys to victory. Babagyuhin yung matikas.
Yes, babagyuhin yung matikas. And Eman now is at 1-1. The only player na nakakapag-push dito or nakakahabol in terms of the gold at may paraan ay si Kenji. Nakita natin siya sa may top lane kanina. But again, Echo, napakalinis ng laban nila or napakalinis ng laruan nila dito. Nagamit na naman. And that is a turret destroyed on the middle lane. And take note, 30 segundo, mabubuhay na yung panibagong lore natin. Given na ganito yung mapa ngayon ng RSG, medyo mahirap na mag-contest if ever nasisimula na Echo, pero pwede silang makasteal dahil meron din na Aldous. Kumaga, kailangan nilang i-zone out Kaso kasi, Thunderbelt, Brute Force Breastplate, and Oracle, more defensive items talaga dito si Eman. Kailangan talaga ma-zone out ng Echo si Eman just in case.
Yep, tapos yung Dreadnought armor niya papunta na sa Antique. So, ang dami niyang iniisip eh. Si RK3, si Benny Cutie, si Hades.
Pero wait lang, isa-isa lang.
Oh, guys. Isa lang ako. Ako lang to. Si Eman lang to.
Eman lang. Matikas ako pero mahirap kapag ako ang target nyo.
Walang matikas sa 5.
Walang matikas talaga sa 5. But Echo naman, kung titignan natin ngayon, 10k gold. Actually, isa na lang. Immortality na lang yata ang bubuin dito ni Benny Cutie, yes. But if ever man na-targetin siya dito ng RSG, may tendency siya pag tumakas with the guiding wind ni Raflesia. So, look at the insurance plan. Yes, lamang ka, pero ready ka pala just in case maabutan ang worst.
Demon Kite pinasok dito ni Kuya Mohit. Got the hard guard plus the RWM. And they get a Lord! What positioning from RSGPH! Nanakaw pa nga, but here comes Benny. Pinatay si Heat, pinatay si Demon Kite. Double kill para sa Bagyo. Babawian nila. Chantel, I have a question. Worth it ba yun? Yung pinilit ninyo, nakuha nyo yung Lord, pero 2 free kills para sa Echo.
Actually, medyo lugi doon yung RSG.
Eagles.
Eagles sila doon, but in a way, at least that is a buy time for them. Wag lang ulit na mapitasan sila ng isa Kasi pag napitasan pa ulit sila, goals na yun. Kasi mahirapan sila dumipensa. Ang taga-depensa lang nila ngayon is si Aqua. Pero kailangan din kasi pang counter para sa kanila. But yeah, for RSG, medyo goals. But at the same time, it's a buy time for them. Kasi mabilis lang din naman madedepensahan to ng Echo. But at least nakahinga sila kahit konti. Kasi it might be a one-way push for Echo if it was a different case pagdating dun sa Lord take.
And Lord was just quickly defended like that. Parang yung unang take lang ng Echo, yung mas mabilis pa sa first. Yung narinig ko, promise, ewan ko lang guys, narinig nyo sa bahay, yung Lord sabi niya, ganun kabilis. Oo.
Sabi niya, teka, hampas pa lang ako. But yeah, A3 guys, for our score, 15 minutes, maliit ang ating kill participation for mostly of RSG. Depende na talaga kung mag-overdrive dito yung Echo sa kanilang mga tore. But again, Echo, isa to sa mga naging strength nila ngayon coming into MPL Invitational. Hindi na sila nagkakaroon ng unintentional team fights. Considering na lamang sila in terms of the push, hindi sila malalim like dun sa may buff ni Demon Kite kasi they know na delikado pumasok sa mga eskinita knowing that Aqua is using the Eve.
Yep. Alam nila kung ano yung area of jurisdiction nila. Alam nila kung saan sila boss, tapos alam nila kung saan sila bisita.
Yun naman kasi talaga yung importante, knowing na kailangan din talaga masipat ni RK3 kung saan magagaling yung damage from Aqua. But so far, the real problem here for RSG is hindi pa natin nakikita yung pinaka-potential nung Demon Kite and Heath tandem. Parang yung nagiging hard guard dito ni Heath is mostly para it's either save Demon Kite or if they do it automatic, parang hindi nakaka-finish off ng play dito yung RSG.
Yeah. Well, they used it once to save Demon Kite nung nag-steal ng Lord. So, that's a small win, I guess. For RSGPH, kung ang ibibigay nyo kanina, kunyari, anyone but si Eman, okay na. So, my question next here, Chantel, is may oras pa ba si RSGPH? Pag nagganda late game, pag umabot tayo sa break-even, kung saan kompleto na lahat ng items, ng lahat ng hero, pagalingan na lang mag-cellphone, ika nga, kaya pa ba ng RSGPH to?
Yes, there is. Kasi the more na natatagal lang dito yung Echo to finish off the game, the more naman na nagkakaroon ng space si Eman. So,
Space and stacks.
Space and stacks. Imagine, early minutes of the game, yes, napigilan si Eman. Pero pag na-extend yung laban, kahit pa isa-isa, nadagdag ng stack, those are still stacks. So, the more na-extended yung fight natin, the more na magkakaroon ng chance dito for a comeback ang RSG Philippines, knowing na kapag pinilit din ng Echo na pumasok in their middle lane, pwede mag-force dito or mag-breakthrough yung RSG Philippines for possible wipeout. But that is, pag si Benny Cutie ay nahuli nila.
And that hasn't happened just yet.
That doesn't happen.
Honestly, Benny Cutie, hindi naman siya ganun kahirap mahuli. He has 2 dashes, the flicker counted. Pero yun nga, matalino din kasi ito si Cutie. He's a veteran player. He's a great gold laner, one of the greatest that we've ever seen. And that's what threw me off in the early game. RSGPH, pasinin natin, Kenji, naka-purify.
Yes.
Kaya nag-isip ako nila yung ult niya. Contra Inferno, alam ko dapat may vengeance to eh.
Maybe because para ma-force din nila si Curtis na gamitin agad yung kanyang what it calls Detona's welcome. So if ever, ang isa sa magiging initiator talaga dito for the side of RSG Philippines is going to be Kenji, knowing na mostly defensive items naman talaga ang ginagamit for the Thams. And again, RSG Philippines, yung movement nila ngayon, try sila mag-contest ng Lord. Si Eman pwedeng sumunod. Basta-basta. Ito na. Si Benny.
Hindi lang basta-basta. Si Benny gusto niya. Kakancelin. Okay. Reset. Okay. Interesting. I like the way your thought process here. But how about nga ni Kenji, overload si Curtis? On Aqua, godlike! Tatakbo ng Demon Kite. Parang reply to nung kanina.
Parang kanina. Sakto din. Dito siya tumakbo. But again, it's all about the reaction of Echo sa mga pagpasok. But nice push para dito kay Demon Kite. And na-force niya na magkaroon sila ng sariling flow na minion wave na mas makapal against Echo Philippines. But because of the team fight, Echo ngayon ang makakasecure ng Lord. Kung nakikita natin usually na 4 protect 1 for the jungler. For Echo ngayon, ginagawa nila 4 protect 1. 1 is Benny Cutie. Kanina, nung pumasok si Eman with the Chase Fate against Benny Cutie, again, nag-compress yung Echo. Hindi nyo pwedeng hawakan ang bagyo. And for Team RSG, hindi nila kailangan magmadali na makakuha ng kill against Echo because they can. Ang nagiging problema lang, paisa-isa-isa silang pumapasok.
Paano?
Paisa-isa-isa.
May action si Chantel. They're just saying, you can't see it, but may action siya. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Could be the final siege. Demon Guy taking so much damage from RK3 into the backline. Eman, muntik ng makagat. Nag-winter trunk yun dito. He's frozen. Benny Cutie takes him down. Popping that immortality. Not even a chance. RK3, unang mababawian. Medyo naka-split ang kompon ng RSG sa loob ng base nila. Hades taking down Demon Kite 1-for-1 so far. Make that 2-for-1 na punish ni Aqua ang pag-overcommit. Benny Cutie popping the immortality. In comes Hades. Walang mahanap. Sabi ni Raflesia, guys, out na. Hades, ang asim mo!
Nakahandang sumundo si Raflesia, by the way.
Ay, pero kinulang Kenji, sabi. Dito ko lang.
Eto na yung sinasabi natin. We are now into the 22-minute, actually 23 minutes na yung laban natin. The more that this game extends, the more na magiging masakit si Eman. Nakita natin kanina yung during the team fight. Kada sapak, nananakit na dito against Echo. Ang pinaka-problema pa rin ng RSG though is Benny Cutie and the tendency of Echo na talagang supportahan si Benny Cutie if he is the target. But again, it's more on the timing na ngayon kung sinong pagpapasok sa team fight. Pag masyadong pilit yung initiation, yun yung team na malulugi.
Yep, Oplan ride the storm ang Echo dito. And it's so much easier now for RSGPH to scramble them. Chantel, I see where you were going earlier na parang pag late game, ang daming out, mas madaming threats ang RSGPH. In comes Eman, dalawa na ang lane na na-penetrate ng RSGPH. Given na may RWM pa! Sumabog si RK3! Sumabog na rin si Benny Cutie. Finally, the shutdown! Can you smell it? RSGPH is gonna go for the finish! Pero wait lang, may depensa pa dito. Curtizy ng babato. Curtizy kakain. Detna's welcome. Dito ka sa base ko. Gusto mo yan, di ba? Eman, saan pupunta? There's a shutdown onto the Aldous. And Echo is still in this. Hades naglapag dito ng perimeter barrier. Walang tatawid. Walang bibigay. Raflesia, depensahan natin to. Parang season 4, parang grand finals ng Sunsparks na ka-Onyx. This is going to be a moment you'll never forget. Circling Eagle here by Raflesia. Down goes Curtizy. Demon Kite gets the kill. At balik tayo. Trabaho lang. Walang personalan. Hades into the backline. Taken down the Eve. Aqua out. 2v3. Kenji boy pa. Mapapapang immortality ni Hades. And he's gonna dash in, dash out. Nasa may eye for an eye. May minion pa. Isa na lang. And there's a that's the Thorn Rose. Too much, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God! Eventually, nanalo rin ang RSGPH.
Patience is the key, RSG. Wow, tumas yung balahibo ko sa laban na yun. But grabe si Kenji doon. Habang nagbabalagbagan yung mga players, siya nakikilala ng minion wave.
Napagod siya. Ayona.
Stress siya
Wow. Okay, promise. Hindi ako nadala lang ng emosyon ko. Yung moment na yon, parang season 4 grand finals moment yon.
Imaginein mo.
Yung depensa!
Nangyari din yun kanina nung Echo yung gusto mag-push. Pero yung RSG naman dito, yung sinasabi natin the more that the game extends, the more na magkakaroon ng opportunity to farm. And yun yung kinagandahan actually, na pagkakaroon ng time sa lineup nila. Napansin ni Kenji, teka lang, hindi ko na ipipilit na i-tower lock kasi walang minion. Sabi niya, guys, makiklear na lang ako ng minion wave para pag nabuhay yung mga players dito ng Team Echo, pwede na tsaka tayo mag-tower lock. And actually, tinangkin niya yung Torre. Kasi alam niya na may immortality siya. Ay, kakaibang IQ talaga yung mga talagang grabe, adrenaline rush yata yung nananalit tayo sa akin ngayon even with the players.
Words. Wala nang words.
Wala
nang explanation. Good luck na lang, Wolf, explaining that very last moment because there were so many factors, so many micro decisions na ginawa ng mga players. And again, you mentioned that one where he tanked the turrets para makabawi, wherein minions ang focus natin para pag bumalik yung heroes, mas madali. Ang daming maliliit na desisyon na ginawa ng RSGPH dito para kahit bugbog yung early, mid, even late Late, bugbog pa rin sila pero na-turn around lang.
Wala ganun talaga eh. Kumbaga para dito sa mga players natin, they just have to be prepared na meron pang late game. And kung aabot man sila at malugi sila pagdating sa late game, ready sila na makipagbakbakan pa rin.
Yep, and again, RSGPH, this new lineup, may something dito kasi tinalo nila ang main 5 ng Echo. Let's call on Wolf to explain exactly what happened. Wolf, kwentuhan mo, me.
Dalawang teams na to, yung mini rivalry nila ay parang lagi silang close yung kanilang mga series. And so many times they have met in the regular season ng MPL na mainit ang kanilang bakbakan dahil halos pare sila ng gustong going playstyle na may focus sa kanilang gold laner at napaka-active ng kanilang junglers. And we saw again another classic mula sa RSG versus Echo. Let's talk about this game. I'm Wolf, your analyst, and I was actually very surprised sa naging resulta nitong laban na to dahil hindi naman dahil dun sa idea na naging close siya, but the fact that the start for the side of Echo was phenomenal already. Napakaganda ng pinakita ni Raflesia gamit ang itong Matilda. And by the way, ang Matilda ay nasa 75% win rate sa MPLI in 12 games. I think we only played like 19 games total so far after 2 days. 12 nun ay nandun yung Matilda at 75% of the time na nanalo siya. At nakita ko na ay, eto, Matilda game na nga ulit. With the pick from Echo Philippines, naging aggressive si Raflesia. Kaya naman nasabayan niya yung tempo na gustong paglaruan ni Hades gamit ang kanyang Benedetta. And then eventually giving the space para sa carry na mag-farm. At gamit nga naman yung kanilang Barats, nagkaroon sila ng magandang formation around their funneled marksman, which is in this case si Benny Cutie. And in fact, there was only one death on Benny Cutie in the end. 7, 1, and 12 dito sa ating carry. At mamaya natin pag-usapan yung death na yun, which was actually perfectly orchestrated by RSGPH. Ang isa namang player na hindi gaanong namatay sa RSGPH at napaka-notable na kanyang positioning is Aqua on this eve. Kung papansinin, hindi na nga siya nag-brute force breastplate. Usually, ito yung second item pagtapos mong kunin yung Ice Queen 1. And what that tells us ay sobrang ganda ng positioning ni Aqua, pati yung timing niya ng real-world manipulation. At napaka-crucial din nung kanyang real-world manipulation sa dulo sa huling depensa ng RSG Philippines. Kaya naman naka-clear nila yung wave at na-turn around pa nga nila yung laban. And of course, Eman, hindi natin pwedeng i-discount ang kanyang magandang ambag sa laban na to. With this Aldous, nakita natin sa late game, and Demon Kite, once again, proving to be worthy of that Rookie of the Year award. Ang daming mga nag-doubt kung siya nga ba talaga ang Rookie of the Year para sa MPL Philippines. Pero mukhang na-prove niya nga niya with this game using that Lancelot in the final moment, surviving. At saktong-sakto din na siya yung humahampas dun sa Torre kasama si Kenji last time na yun. And so many good things that happened in this particular game. Early game nga lang ay mapupunta yan sa syempre side ng Echo Philippines dahil sa kanilang dalawang turtle na nakuha. And right after the first turtle, nakuha pa nila yung mid lane turret. At sobrang crucial nun kasi binigyan talaga ng magandang space ang Echo Philippines to farm around the map. At dahil sobrang melee-based ang RSG Philippines, kung papasin nyo, Aldous, Lancelot, and Tams, gusto talaga maging melee. Ang pinaka-range na lang sa kanila is this Eve. Nag-make sense talaga itong Benedetta from Echo and as well as the Barats. Kasi parang sila talaga yung magandang pang-pronta ng Echo Philippines. Well, hindi naman ipapapronta yung Benedetta, but more like dealing the damage in the front lines. And that's also true with carry. Kung sino yung nasa harap, siya yung i-go ng isang carry. And with true damage dun sa passive, tapos may HP-based damage pa, talagang saktong-sakto tong pick na to versus the Aldous. Many teams are picking this carry na para makontra ang isang Aldous. In a way na hindi naman siya kontra pero parang sagot lang. At you always have to think about pag may nakita kang Aldous sa kalaban, lagi mong isipin paano natin papatayin yung Aldous. And usually the answers are Lunox, Esmeralda, siguro yung carry. Hindi sila direct counter, more like mayroon na silang soft answers against that hero. But at the same time, nakita naman natin na mahirap pa rin talagang makipag-deal with the Aldous in this case. However, nakita natin mula sa Echo Philippines na maganda naman talaga yung kanilang simula dito sa laban na to. We mentioned how they were able to get 2 turtles, tapos nakakuha siya ng magandang turret after the second turtle. Magandang push down with the 4-man squad ng Echo. But this guy prevented that from happening. 4-2-7. And mind you, yung unang death ni Aqua ay nandun na lang din sa Lord Take ng, I believe, around the mid-game, kung saan eventually nakapag-push na rin ang Echo. Pero dun sa depensa ng side ng RSG Philippines, dun sa may bottom lane, pa rin sa mid, dun sa first Lord Take, Lord Push, maganda ang kanyang pwestuhan, kaya nakapag-wave clear din siya. And then eventually, yung huling depensa ng RSG Philippines, which I mentioned earlier, was definitely because of this guy with 95k damage dealt gamit ang kanyang Eve. And interestingly, hindi tayo nakita ng brute force breastplate dun sa kanyang huling set ng items. At yung second death niya is nung ginaw na lang din siya ni Hades dun sa may backlines, dun sa kanilang depensa. And what that actually gave side ng RSG Philippines ay parang naging mas free yung kanilang Lancelot sa may gitna, pati na rin yung Angela and as well as the Thams, kasi wala na nga mag-deal sa kanilang damage since napakomit na dun si Hades dun sa Eve. And that is the natural way to go, right? Now we're talking about the early stages of the game. Turtles, mapupunta yan sa side ng Echo. Ang ganda ng pagka-collapse at ang ganda ng pagkaagamit nila sa kanilang Benedetta, which was used aggressively in this situation. Nakakuha sila ng Turtle, tapos nakakuha ng push sa mid, and look at Aqua ulit sa kanyang positioning. Pupuntahan agad siya ni Matilda, and that's the real way para mag-deal dito sa Eve. Talagang gagamitin nila yung Matilda para makancel yung ultimate doon ni Aqua, but Aqua's positioning was phenomenal. Ginagamit din yung walls. And then the third Lord fight, which eventually will be in favor of Echo. Ganda kasi nung in-out nila. Pansinin yung in-out na pinakita ng Echo para ma-poke at mapa-overcommit ang RSG. At yun na ngayon nangyari. Sobrang napakamit na si Demon Kite. Eventually punished on the side of Echo. Look at Aqua once again. Wala na rin talagang pwede pumunta sa likod niya dahil si Raflesha nagamit na yung kanyang Circling Eagle, so there's no way to counter that one out. But eventually, Demon Kite will have to sacrifice himself, pero makaka-operate sila ng sabang push. Look at Aqua once again. Kung paano siya pupuntahan ng paggamit ng real world manipulation, saktong-sakto dun sa dulo para makapag-stun din siya, and then eventually Hades as well as Benny Cutie will be taken out because of that. Nakita nyo naman, syempre si Demon Kite, ayun, ginugo ulit si Aqua sa likuran. Pero ang nangyari talaga para sa side ng RSG ay nabigyan ng mas madaming ways para makapag-clear. Doon si Demon Kite ng mga minion waves, maiwasan si Raflesia, and then eventually be able to position themselves to push. Nabawasan na rin ng sobra-sobra ni Kenji doon si Hades, which by the way is also a good play coming out from Kenji na pinoke niya talaga, pinalow niya doon si Benedetta, which eventually did not help Echo Philippines sa kanilang depensa. And then of course, it went to the advantage of RSG. Napakagandang duelo sa dalawang teams na to. It's one of a great series na makikita natin sa MPLI. At hindi na ako magugulat kung mapupunta tayo sa game number 3, kasi kung papansinin natin, Echo, they really had the chance to win that game. It's just that they fell short in the end. Late game Aldo still proves to be a very good pickup dito sa ating meta game ngayon. And even with the carry na hindi kinaya ng Echo Philippines yun because of some of the outplays na nagawa ng RSG. What a series, what a game. Ibibigay ko muna ito pabalik sa ating mga casters, Leo and Chantel.
Maraming salamat, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome analysis, as always, by the mind of FPL PH. That's Wolf. Back at the desk, sa inyong lingkod, ako pala si Leo, kasama natin si Chantel. And I am surprised but also kind of agree with the MVP choice of Aqua.
Yes, kasi yung nagiging problema para dito sa side ng Echo, parang nahirapan na sila knowing na lagi nakikita ni RK3 kanina, 'di ba, si Aqua. But at the same time, since medyo naging complacent, hindi pala complacent yung tamang term. Medyo napabayaan ng Echo yung kanilang formation dun sa mga team fight. Nakalimutan nila na si Aqua nga pala yung may gamit ng Eve.
Eve ni Aqua, Aqua ni Eve. Doesn't matter, but he made such an impact. Ang ganda nung space at ang ganda nung threat na linalapag niya with that ult, and even the diamond shotgun, even just that second skills, like, oh, saan kayo ngayon? Kasi nga, all in yung strategy ng Echo eh. So I think that's one way to adjust going into the draft here, game number 2. Wag masyadong all in for Echo. Maglagay sila ng magandang coverage. Maglagay sila ng backup plan.
Yes, actually, yung pinaka naging plan kanina ng Echo was si shutdown Eman pagdating sa late game. Para naging problema nila, wala silang I mean, para early game pa lang, hindi na aabot sa late game si Eman. And for Echo naman, naging problema na, yes, Benecutie is, or carry is for the late game. Ang naging problema is, hindi nila na-maximize kung paano nila zone out at minigilan si Eman ng early game. So, yung sinasabi natin for RSG Philippines, nung performance nila ng MPL Season 8, ang naging problema nila was to finish long games. Nung for Echo, yun naman yung naging problema nila ngayon. And ang ganda ng variety ngayon, or ang ganda ng synergy ng Team RSG with this kind of lineup. Nakikita natin yung kanilang decision making individually. Worst case scenario.
Yep, and now that you mentioned it, na-solve na kaya nila yung problema nila? Because I think we figured it out across the playoffs, across the last weeks of Season 8. Yung problema nila na they can't finish games.
Your team
How was
is
about
banning.
this for a solution? Na umabot na kayo, nagkanda hilo-hilo na. Kahit viewers, parang bugbog na yung RSGPH. Paano to? Diba? They fixed it. I think they really fixed it.
Yeah, they really fixed it. And kinagandahan kasi doon for RSG, aware sila sa mga pwedeng ibitaw ng Echo against them, yung capabilities ng mga heroes nila. And since ikaw kasi yung going agre na pa-push dito against Echo dun sa mga inhibitor turrets, mas maganda yung naging positioning ni Aqua. Hindi naman pwedeng basta sumilip sa RK3 during that time, and this is a very nice solution for Team RSG Philippines. But for Echo, na-expose naman yung RSG ngayon na pwede na silang, kaya na nila talagang makipagbalagbagan pagdating sa late game, and kahit gano'n na lang kaliit yung mapa nila, kayang-kaya nilang depensahan.
Yep, and we've learned that yes, it'll get you to a good late game, a great mid-game spike, yung salpukan meta, pero dapat may finish eh. Parang nagkabaliktad dito, Chantel. Parang Echo yung hindi makapagtapos.
Yes, hindi nila in-expect na magkakaroon pa ng chance dito si Eman actually na magkaroon ng farm or ng gold and ng stacks. And speaking of Eman, we have to commend the patience din. Hindi niya rin pinilit from time to time na pumasok knowing na kailangan siya sa mga team fight, and of course, yung biggest comments sa mga kakampi.
Yeah.
Kasi binigyan nila ng confidence si Emma na sige, farm ka lang dyan, kami yung bahala dito. But Echo with Matilda, same with the game number 1. This is a nice pick pa din for them kahit hindi sila nanalo during that game, kasi it was an edge for them to zone out the players of RSG Philippines kahit mahihirapan sila knowing na may Ruby.
Yeah.
And again, Eve.
Nako po, binigay pa rin yung Eve ni Aqua. And I gotta say, yeah, we did not really give enough credit to Eman game number 1. May bagyo man, matikas pa rin siya, and they eventually got through. Honestly, hindi madali yung game 1 para kay Eman for a good, kahit sabihin ng 20 minutes, for a good 20 minutes, ang hirap ng buhay ni Eman.
Kung parang siya, teka lang guys, hinga muna tayo.
Ako lang to, isa lang ako,
Isa
wait.
lang to. But yeah, nice Ruby pick from Team RSG. Kanina kasi binan to for Echo Philippines. Binan ng Echo Philippines rather. So, para naman dito sa Echo, lapu-lapu agad. Actually, lapu-lapu, parang
Gigil na sila. I think what happened here is Echo, sinabi na sa coach nila, Coach, ang sakit talaga ng Eve. Inopen natin, kailangan natin yung Matilda, pero sagutin na natin. O sige, pick nyo na. Farsa and Lapu-Lapu. Now, my question, Chantel, is this too expensive? Masyado bang magastos yung 2 picks na ginawa na Echo for their first phase para lang sagutin yung Eve ni Aqua?
Actually, no. For Echo, regardless kung targetin man nila si Eve or not, maganda pa rin yung dalawang heroes na to. Kasi aside from the Lapu-Lapu targeting this Eve, pwede din talaga siya maging initiator, lalo na sa mga masisikip bravest fighter, tapos sa diretso na agad for a team fight. So, hindi siya yes, maganda siya sagot for the Eve, pero magagamit siya much more kapag sa mga talagang 5v5 na lineup. But with this link pick ng RSG, medyo doon kukulang ang Echo in terms of the crowd control. Kasi merong Ruby dito yung RSG, which is continuous crowd control. Unlike for Echo, isang bitawan lang tapos that's it. Alice ban for RSG. Ayaw na nila agad yung pwedeng tandem dito ng Lapu-Lapu and biglang pasok ni Benecutie.
All-in dive. Delikado yun.
Your team is banning.
Echo, ang sagot nila is, wow, the Angela of Heath. So, hindi natin alam kasi, Chantel, hindi natin alam kung kay Kenji nga itong Ruby na ito or posible rin kasing kay Heath yan. So, liitan natin yung possibilities.
Oo, para hindi na sila magkaroon ng ibang option. It's more like yung sinasabi natin on the previous days na kapag ka yung ban mo is para ma-force mo yung isang team na yun yung role na pupuntahan.
Kontrolin mo.
Kontrolin
yung pwede.
mo, oo. Na hindi na siya pwedeng malipat sa iba pang lane kasi yun yung naging problema ngayon sa mga, hindi man naging problema, yun yung naging opportunity sa mga ibang players.
Sinusito, beautiful eyes. Kanina pa natin yan. Mr. Fundamental.
Sa isang sulyap mo, nabigani ako.
Hit, easy lang. Baka main lang ako.
Your team is
But na-miss natin pala yung pa-headband ni Aqua during regular season.
Ayaw nga, no? Nasaan siya? Ito sa kanan, di ba? Ito.
Ay, nakalumipat.
Hindi nakita.
Oo. Si Curtis din, nakatali yung buhok niya ngayon.
Oo.
Usually, ito yung mga headbanders natin eh. Headbanders.
Si Lasty, namimiss ko si Lasty.
Si Lasty nga pala.
Kilala siya doon. Pero iba pa rin ang windbreaker ng Echo.
Iba pa rin. Sana naririnig tayo.
Sana all. Look at Benny Cutie. He's dripping swag. Yung swag niya abot dito, tumutulo. Wow. Baka naman.
Feeling ko abot din yung swag dito eh.
Feeling ko din.
Feeling ko rin, nararamdaman ko eh.
We'll see. Jokes aside, last bands here. That's two blondes taken out by both teams. RSGPH taking out Jungle Potential for Echo. That's the Lancelot. Tapos, ito, respeto talaga. Respect na di-count na Rafaela.
Wala, mahirap talaga eh. Imagine, meron ka ng Matilda, meron ka pang Rafaela. Gano'ng kabilis yung magiging rotation ng isang team. But yeah, for RSG Philippines, nakita natin to kanina, nakakuha sila ng hero naman, or which, nakuha nila yung Lancelot ng game number 1 kasi na-ban out si Ling. So, for Echo dito, ang question is, mag-up ba sila ulit with the Benedict? But yeah, for Echo, napakaganda din dito ng Cho. Knowing that
Benny Chuti yan.
Benny Chuti.
That's what it looks like.
It really is. Para dito sa Echo, makakita tayo most probably ng mga signature backdoor push. Pwede niya ma-force yun. Knowing na ang taas ng map awareness ni Benny Cutie. But for RSG Philippines,
national yung itsura ng lineup ng RSGPH.
yes. Makikita natin yung pinaka-influence talaga onto them. Ang maganda lang dito is yung pinaka-core nila, and even the player ni Aqua or hero ni Aqua is maganda.
Nabigla
ako. Bigla na-shoot.
Oo, bigla na-shoot. Nagsasalita ka pa lang eh. Here we go, game number 2. Are we gonna see a game number 3? Nasa kamay na yan ng Echo. Let's get into game number 2. Cho versus Esmeralda down bottom.
Medyo mahirap siya actually for Benny Cutie. But minsan kasi sinasabi natin pagdating sa mga match-up, it's more like yung mastery mo na pagdating sa hero. But Benny Cutie, nung una natin siyang minahal at nakilala sa larangan ng MPL, ito yung kaya nga natin siya tinatawag na Benny Cutie. For the lineup naman or match-up on the top lane, same pa din, Kenji and Curtizy.
Hindi kailangan first blood drawn by RSG.
A kill from our rookie of the season. Grabe yung map awareness ni Demon Kite. No, ngayon naman nasa top lane siya.
Tignan natin, Demonic Force put in by Kenji, Hades and Curtizy. Masyado makunat. Respect for his lane mate. Once teammate, Kenji, they let go. Oh no, walang priority dito ang Echo. Pero wait lang, they have vision, so they know. They know, Demon Kite, meron siyang Tempest of Blades and Retribution. Kenji, flicker out. They survive. That's a good clean take.
Yes, that's very good. Actually, for RSG, imagine, nakabang na rin si RKT for the feathered airstrike kasi alam niya na lalapag na si Demon Kite after the Tempest of Blades. Parang napakabilis ng kamay ni Demon Kite to dash away from that. And very minimal lang naman ang goal lead ng RSG dito. Echo, this is finding time or giving space kay Hades. Mamaya natin makikita yung pinaka magiging damage niya. Kasi yun talaga yung difference from Ling and YSS. Yes, si Ling kasi pwede siyang pumunta kung saan-saan. Unlike for YSS, kailangan maging sakto talaga yung play para sa kanya. And he is very aggressive right now. Hindi naman super aggressive. Ang pinaka-ginagawa niya is minamaximize niya yung crowd control dito ng kanyang hero para ma-delay yung rotation from RK3 and Rafflesia.
Yeah, kaya rin medyo kinakabahan ako dito para sa Echo is because may sagot sa kabila. Kaya lang din maganda yung split push potential ng isang Cho is because ina-expect mo na hindi makasagot yung kalaban. Pero may link kasi sila eh. may Ling. So Demon Kite can always play man-to-man defense and mabilis ang responde ng isang Ling. And you just mentioned exactly why. Now look at the bottom lane. Pinadala na rin nila si Hades para tulungan si Benny Cutie doon.
Kailangan na kailangan. Kasi actually, yung sinasabi natin, Eman and Cho match up, even yung Shungo meron pa rin shield eh. So pwedeng maging crucial yon para kay Eman pag nakita niya na halos wala ng buhay, tapos pag biglang nga dadating dun si Demon Kite for the kill. So even for Hades, kailangan yung tulungan niya rin dun si Benny Cutie sa may bottom lane. But again, Echo dito, mas low actually on their initial rotation. That is because yun nga, si Heath din kasi merong pang pull against them. And maganda yung kailangan ko. Wait.
Raflesia, still alive. RWM, yung dulo. Samang-tama lang sa slow. Circling heal, sagot. Tempest of Blades knocks them off. And right now, it's Curtizy coming in right in the middle. Medyo huli ang sagot ni RK3 with that feathered airstrike. Nangyari na nangyari. Our Raflesia is taken down, and then there's more space for RSGPH.
RSGPH, specifically Heath, ginagamit niya yung mga bush kasi alam niya kung saan pupunta si Raflesia. Imagine yung millisecond na hold, mabilis na kill agad yon para sa RSG kasi meron din silang another one. Pero
Look
bottom
down
lane.
bottom, 3v1, Eman versus the rest of Echo. Dito nakahinga talaga si Benny Cutie. Hindi lang nakahinga, nanalo pa.
Yes, and bakit natin sinabi na nakahinga? That is because nakapag-maximize din dito si Benny Cutie ng outer turret shield against Eman. So yun yung sinasabi natin na for Echo, kailangan lang puntahan si Benny Cutie from time to time kasi later on, pag nagkaroon ng team fight, Eman will be forced to join the team fight kasi mostly nang sumasama sa Echo ay si Lapu-Lapu. So, knowing RSG Philippines, kailangan hindi nila iwan si Benny Cutie dun sa lane na yun because for sure, he will try to take down the turret. But again, RK3, mapapansin natin, mostly pag nasusulyo pa natin siya sa camera, ang kanyang posisyon ay kadalasan na nasa may bush. So, mahirap ang information for RSG Philippines to find this player. Kasi nga naman, kailangan niya rin makontra si parang Aqua.
Yep. Hero kung hero lang, lamang ang RSGPH, pero may vision kasi yung Echo. Here we go. We're going for the shake, ladies and gentlemen. Feathered airstrike, sasagutan yung real world manipulation. Medyo napalalim yata si Demon Kite. Gonna go ahead, dive out. Half health, karamihan ng miyembro ng RSGPH. Not a fight that they wanna take. And Chantel, iniwan na naman si Benny Cutie.
Oo, yun nga, naiwan si Benny Cutie pero nakapag-clear yata ng minion wave si Eman.
Circling Eagle dito kay Eman. Using that Purify, he's okay. Raflesia pushing them away. And look at this. Look at the space given. Magkakat na si Benny.
Eto na, nakaabang na rin ang Echo. Actually, kanina pa nila pinupuntahan, yes, kasi kailangan talaga nilang bigyan ng space.
Way of the Dragon dito! Sinalumpa ng feathered airstrike. Walang kamalay-malay si Eman.
Sabi niya, hindi ko in-expect na nandito na naman kayo. I thought this was a different story from my Adus play. But Echo, nakita nila na ito yung kailangan nilang gawin. Benny, Cutie, Slane, and forcing Eman na mawala na nga mga ilang segundo dun sa team fight or sa laban natin. E kung din natin goal difference, actually, very minimal lang. Benny Cutie, 4.4k, yes. 4.5k for Eman. Pero kasi naka-average din si Eman. So, totally hindi masyado nalugi si Benny Cutie.
No! Si Heat, tinamaan naman dito. Yung dulo ng feathered airstrike. Sapat na para mapatay si Heat. Mr. Fundamental out for this team fight. Itutuloy pa ba? Sabi ng RSGPH, out na tayo, man. Bounce na me.
Bounce na me. And still, Demon Kite. Ito naman nakikita natin yan for Echo. Medyo na-slow down nila yung facing ni Demon Kite kasi kanina si Demon Kite nagpapakita siya from time to time. But Echo Philippines, since nakita na meron nang damage dito, rather si Hades. Si Hades is still at 0-0 or wala pa siyang KDA stats all. It just shows na continuous yung naging farm niya since the start of our game. And yun yung gusto mo mangyari if you are a YSS. So for RSGPH, kung kanina very aggressive sila, it's not advisable anymore. Kasi si RK3, meron naging lightning truncheon and Curtizy has the dominance ice. So yung tapatan nila dito, Genji and Curtizy, or actually even against the Ruby, medyo makikita natin yan.
Yup, Genji with the demonic force, spacing out Echo, pushing them away, scrambling them. Curtizy may sagot din siya, bravest fighter, palayo. Astaros ay na-sidestep dito ng Filipino hero. And there's more. May mga tricks pa ang Echo at RSGPH. Squid Game up! That's gonna be the Feathered Airstrike plus the RWM makukuha dito ni Yusin Shin, ni Hades, yung turtle buff. Boy pa si Heat, boy pa si Kenji, pero si Demon kahit ang mapipitas. That's 1 for none, 2 for none so far. ML na ML si kuya mo Hades.
Eto na sabi ni Hades, I was just farming. Kumukuha lang ako ng gold kanina. It's now time for the Underworld. It is Hades time para dito sa Echo and even Benny Cutie. Habang nagka-turtle objective kanina yung Echo, kinuha niya pa yung buff ni Demon Kite. So regardless kung manalo man yung RSG doon, may delay na agad kasi napaka-importante ng buff na yon kaya Demon Kite. Ito yung sinasabi natin, it's all about the patience.
Yep. Si Benny Cutie pag magnanakaw ka ng tawag sa kanya.
Ano?
Benny Cutie. Ninakaw niya yung purple and kailangan nun din yung purple. So pag walang purple, si Demon kahit hirap siya.
Hirap siya and that is because of Benny Cutie.
Yep.
Yes, pero going back, ayun, napakalaking 12K actually para kay Hades. Imagine, napakatahimik lang niya nung unang laban natin pero Demon guys, naiwan niya ng naiwan siya in terms of the gold. So, ito yung sinasabi natin for Echo. Mabagal sila kanina, hindi sila sumasagot sa mga teamfight na binibitaw ng RSG because binibigyan nila space si Hades.
Speaking of Hades, he takes that bottom lane turret at naghahabol yung RSGPH pero wala sila mahabol. I think that's one more thing that they don't have. Besides Heath, kung wala si Heath tapos hindi perfect yung RWM ni Aqua, kailangan nila maghanap ng re-engage. Hindi ganun kadali kasi kumpara sa Echo na meron sila vision tapos matic, either Wave the Dragon or Circling Eagle, kaya na pumitas. That's Echo.
Yes. More, talaga dito para kay Echo. Force nila. Actually, hindi yung kanilang naging strength on game number 1. Fina-force nila dito yung RSG na basta lang magbitaw-bitaw ng skills. But this time around, mas specific kasi yung mga heroes nila. Even Benny Cutie, makakuha lang siya ng isa. Actually, si Aqua nga, kaya nga ng targetin na alone or pagka lumanding doon si Demon Knight, automatic Wave the Dragon para lang maipalayo sa teamfight. Pero again, Echo Philippines, sinisimulan na nila yung Lord of Jet game. Pwede nila yun actually gawin na bait para ma-force dito yung RSG. But no, kalahati na lang yung buhay or more than kalahati at naging damage nila doon.
Papasok dito si Heat, nag-flicker na siya. Aqua getting taken down. RK3 bursting him down. Curtis dito sa may likod. Meron pa siyang kalahati ng bravest fighter. Dito ka. Lord now, looking low. Tempest of Blaze na pilitan dito si Demon Kite. Hindi niya makuha yung Lord. Taken here by Lord Hades. And now Kenji. Mamba out na ako. Ang hirap, ang hirap. Oh, RSG! He's going down! Sabi ni Curtis, hindi pa ako tapos. Binatohan ng mga espada. 2 for none, plus a Lord. Clear win for Echo.
Yes, Echo on a team fight. It's all commendable na pagpasok para sa kanila, specifically RK3. Imagine, literal, RK3 out of nowhere. Nagulat na lang doon si paring Aqua na meron na palang Feathered Airstrike. He wanted to escape kasi nga lang, ang sakit na ng damage ng Farsa dito ni RK3. Now, 4 kills out of 6 ng buong Echo. At eto na, humaratsyada na ngayon ang Echo. Sila na mismo yung bagyo. Bigla na lang umihip ang hangin on their side. Now, RSG, sila yung nasa unfamiliar na positioning considering na ang kanilang mga heroes gusto nila sila yung nakakaangat. Kasi kanina si Heath, lagi niya nahuhuli sa Rafflesia pero ngayon kailangan maging mas maingat na siya.
Okay, game number 1, maybe not so successful. Game number 2, Riding the Storm, part 2. Medyo gana. Falling Star Moon here by Eman just to clear the wave, just to defend from the Lord. Pero kalahati na lang yung Torre na yun. And here we go. Ang sagot, Feathered Airstrike, clearing the waves. Taking a few hits. Eman, ang dami pa rin yung shield ng Esmeralda. To be fair, napag-farm din naman.
Yes, and ang kinagandaan dito for RSG, hindi sila nasiraan ng inhibitor turret. Kasi usually pag may mga first lords, yung mga gusto mong makuha, or first lord, yung mga gusto mong makuha against your opposing team para magkaroon na agad ng initial na makapal na minion wave.
You wanna make butas.
You wanna make butas.
At least one Torre.
The turret, yeah. The Torre.
And no, jokes aside, you want that to happen dahil nga magiging enhanced minions.
And for Echo, it's all about the patience this time. If they're not patient against RSG, ang babantay naman nila is si Kenji. Alam natin yung comeback potential kapag may focus ang isang team. Pero grabe, bilit, parang isang swoosh lang sa goal dito ng Echo. 3 players from Echo ang ating top for the gold. And it's all about It's all because of the space na ginawa din ng Echo kanina. Parang naging bait yung mga initial, yung 2 initial kills ng RSG kanina na to let RSG think na sila nakalamang sa early part.
Yep, so far, I think it's echo time. Circling Eagle dito ni Raflisha. Magta-track doon, forcing out the Tempest of Blade. Ngayon, 4 na lang ang nagtitira sa RSGPH habang nag-split push lang. Si Benny, Cutie, trabaho lang, walang personalan, pero alam ng RSGPH, naamoy nila. Parang meron ditong gustong mambarag ng tore.
Parang nakakita na din nila sa mga ibang laban din ng Echo na pag yun yung ginagamit ni Benny Cutie, automatic, kung nasan yung kakampi niya, wala siya doon.
Napanood na namin to.
Napanood na namin to.
Benny, ibahin mo kami.
Ibahin mo kami.
Wag kami, Benny.
But yeah, RSG yung pinakakailangan nilang gawin eh. Pero ang problema kasi, sa lineup dito ng Echo, kaya nilang, yung damage output nila, kayang-kaya against 5 members of RSG. Kasi meron silang pang interrupt doon sa mga ops. Wait. 1v1.
Oh, tank on tank.
Check lang. Face check lang. But going back, for Echo kasi, yung 4 heroes nila, kayang-kaya na makapick off against RSG or actually stop yung mga skills na pwede lang ibitaw. While for RSG, medyo mas kailangan nila na magkakasama sila ngayon na ganito na yung setup ng ating laban. So for RSG, pwede lang i-contest actually yung Lord objective, but kailangan muna nilang i-clear yung mga minion wave kasi si Benny nasa top kanina, ngayon naman nasa bot. Inaangat lang niya lagi yung minion. Pag nakita niya na wala nakabantay, pwede niya i-push.
Yep. Ano yan? Kino-confuse niya yung Echo.
Kino-confuse.
Ay, kino-confuse niya yung RSGPH. Oo. So, ginugulo niya, saan ba talaga? Saan ba talaga? Kasi nga, walang totoong vision yung RSGPH. Doon sila nalugi this time around. Plano talaga ito ng Echo this whole time. Kaya naban yung Aldous, masaya sila. Kaya nawala yung Angela. Because they don't want the response. But here we go. An answer by RSGPH. But, Echo, meron silang shotgun na nakatutok. Meron silang feathered airstrike. Ngayon si Eman, nakikipag 1v1 dito kay Curtizy. Makita nila si Raflisha, 3v1. May na 5v1. And Lord, less than half health.
Uy, di na-reset!
Na-reset. Okay pa to. Soft reset lang to. Actually, okay pa eh. Ayan na, soft reset, soft
na.
reset. Hard reset.
Hard reset, literal. Parang nalito na yung Lord. Ano ba, i-reset ko na ba? Or Gina ba? But yeah, RSG Philippines Master React na feel nila na nandun si Hate.
Oh! Demon Kite, another one, forcing out the Tempest of Blades. Part 2 or part 3 na yun, na nagawa ni Raflisha yun.
Oo, kumbaga para dito sa Echo, ang pinaka nagiging sign nila is pag naging maganda yung pasok ng skills ni Raflisha and ni RK3. And take note, nagamit ni Demon Kite yung kanyang Tempest of Blades, so medyo mahihirapan siya mag-contest kung aabot siya dito sa another reset.
Aabot siya sa reset.
Kung aabot siya sa reset, wait, sabi niya, paabutin natin na banggit yung reset.
Pero tayo may careful si Benny. Pero si Benny,
Ay na naman si Benny.
Si Benny, Sige, maglaban lang kayo sa Lord. Si
Dito
Benny.
lang ako.
Yan lang.
Oh, di ba?
Ano, Demon Kite. Ano, Lika, kaya mo ba to?
Di ba parang malilito na dito yung RSG? Didepensa mo.
Oh, nagawa na ni Benny. Tapos na, ladies and gentlemen. That's the feathered airstrike onto Eman. Circling Eagle, taking him down. But Demon Kite off camera, taking out Benny Cutie. But the job is done. Mission accomplished na para sa Bagyo. 1 for 1. Merong penetration dun sa may baba. Lord here at less than half health. Curtizy using the D-Force.
Oh, yung Lord!
Answering the D-Force with the RWM. Pero malupit mag-retry si Hades, ladies and gentlemen. They still take the Lord. Second of the game.
Grabe dito yung Echo, yung divergent na play nila. Imagine, na-force nila dito si Demon Kite na magdepensa against against Benny Cutie. After nun, nakakuha pa ng kill dito yung Echo. I mean, RSG, they wanted to contest that Lord, pero naging problema is natanggal sa kanila si Eman. And even Hades taking that Lord. So for Echo dito, it's a win-win for them. Nakasira sila ng Torre, meron silang Lord, nakakuha pa sila ng isang kill, but RSG, kompleto na ulit sila.
Yep.
Madali lang sa kanila na dumepensa as long as hindi sila masabugan dito ng feathered airstrike.
Yep. And may isa pa sila inisip na problema. Si Benny, umaariba na naman. Ayun, natin naman.
Sa top naman siya.
Sa top naman. So this is the perfect setup for Echo. Bottom lane Lord, huge threat. And then si Benny, tahimik lang. Ninja take dun sa may top lane. And there's the feathered airstrike clearing the waves. Hades, free hit on this mid lane inhibitor. Oh Lord, nakapasok na. May bisita kayo, RSGPH. Salubungin niyo muna habang si Benny rin nagtatrabaho dun sa main top. It's the first turret taken down. Kenji, medyo forward ang depensa niya dito. And that turret not gonna stand.
Oy, pero madedepensa ng RSG.
Push back,
Up!
D-Force here. Dash in, guiding winds. Here comes Heat. Here comes the Tempest of Blaze. Hinahabol si RK3. Hades. Pabagsak na rin. Very good with the Way of the Dragon here. On to Demon Kite. Finch Boys out. So 1 for none so far. Kamunti ka na rin si Hades. Pero natira pa yung Torre. Great defense.
Yeah, great defense for RSG Philippines. Kagaya ng sinasabi natin for RSG, this is a different synergy from them. Almost same nung game number 1, but I'm not saying na total comeback to possible for them. Pero nakikita na natin kung paano nila kayang baliktarin yung laban against Echo. Now, Echo, again, ang pinakakailangan nilang gawin is not to force a team fight under the turrets kasi kamuntikan na si RK3. Actually, for RK3, mahirap kapag ka nakita ulit siya dun sa mapa. Siya agad yung tinarget kanina ng RSG Philippines. And take note, during that defense for RSG against the Lord, hindi agad ginamit ni Aqua yung kanyang real-world manipulation. Ganon kataas yung respeto ng bawat isa, RK3 and Aqua, sa isa't isa.
Yep, and in that last team fight, kung saan medyo nanalo ang RGPH, let's be fair, nabigla si RK3. Hindi niya na-expect na siya talaga yung target. Kasi sa totoo lang, ang daming target na pwede mong kunin sa Echo. Pero na-split eh. Na-split. And Aqua, he kept that RWM. You mentioned it right, Chantel. Yun yung isang key siguro. Kasi hindi rin na-expect na Echo na, ay, meron pa pala. Hindi tayo makatakbo.
Hindi na kaya, na-slow tayo mga Bray. But Echo ngayon, ganun pa sa ngayon ni Rafflesia and Hades, wag lang talaga silang i-face check dito ni Heath na biglang I'm offended kasi automatic that is going to be a play para dito sa RSG. Yep. Now for RSG, yung pinaka-comeback potential nila is magkasabay-sabay yung pasok dito ni Heath, Kenji, and even Aqua. Kailangan nilang gumawa ng parang playground ni Demon Kite and Eman. Now for Echo naman, it's all about how RK3 will put up his feathered airset, even Rafflesia. Kasi mabilis na dito yung reaction ng mga ibang players eh. Benny Cutie, punakita niya na pwede siya mag-push, magpupush lang siya. And then, since we're now on our 20-minute game time, may kita natin ngayon na halos kompleto na yung, or actually kompleto na yung mga items ng mga players natin dito. Even Benny Cutie with the Wind Talker para may movement speed and criticals na rin against RSG.
At AOE.
At AOE.
Hindi niya na kailangan suntukin isa-isa yung mga minions.
Parang pag sinipa niya, tatalsik yung medyas niya.
Oo, parang gano'n. Medyo may cleave. Parang may cleave.
Yes. But for RSG, I think isa din sa mga nagiging problema nila is Demon Kite ay naku-force na gamitin ang kanyang Tempest of Blades. Remember on that last Lord take kanina ng Echo, napilitan na umuwi si Demon Kite, kaya hindi siya nakaabot. But kabisado ko na rin to, 21-minute game time. Tapos third Lord, ano to? Tag of War. Magiging tag of war talaga to para sa teams natin. Actually, si Heath at saka si Rafflesia, ayaw na nila halos na magkatapatan. Pero kailangan tingnan ng isa kung sinong isusone out nila. And again, si Demon Kite ang unang gustong kuhanin ng Echo. Forced again to back away. Nag-TP out ulit siya. And the Benny Cutie ready for the team fight. I think this is a bait for Echo. Pag may kumagat lang for RSG, tsaka din na talaga nila itutuloy.
Oo, yung dulo nung feathered airstrike, nakatakot. Pero hard reset siya, hard reset. Either team is ready. Either team does not want this position just yet. So, delikado to. Cortese, nako, nagpakita kasi si Heat eh. That could have been a surprise kill, pero malayo din naman kasi dito.
And Echo ngayon, actually, maganda na yung ginagawa ng RSG. Kasi kanina, nakita nila si Benny Cutie na nagpo-push from time to time. So even RSG, nag-shift din sila. They have players on both ends na nag-clear na minion wave para hindi magkaroon ng space dito si Benny Cutie for the backdoor push. Pero, eto na ulit, sinisimulan ng Echo yung hard reset again. Sabi ko na eh, tag of war to eh.
Teka lang, ang mahirap dito sa RSGPH, yes, they have more potential to win team fights now, lalo na't malapit na sa break-even stage of the game wherein all the items are bought. Juggles na lang yan, tsaka pagandahan execution. There is one thing that RSGPH might find frustrating, Chantel. Wala silang weatherman. Wala silang pang vision, wala silang pang tingin kung may nagbabadyang bagyo. Talaga nag-aantay sila kung magpapakita talaga si Ben.
Oo, kumaga ayan si Eman actually wala. By the way, pwede itong i-force ng Echo. Or even Rafflesia, nag-zone out lang siya dito ngayon.
Mountain Shocker.
Meron pa Mountain Shocker. Grabe yung vision ngayon ng Echo. Lord, hindi pa rin nare-reset. Nakita si Cortese. RK3,
Malalim na ba? Check out Hades, ladies and gentlemen. Dito sa may bandang Hilaga, RWM answered by a Tempest of Blade. Sino makako ng Lord na to? Sagot dito with that feathered airstrike pero medyo malayo. Wings by wings, RK3 wants to come in. Hades looking low, tapos nandito. That's it! Taking down the Yushin Shin. Tinulungan siya ni Kuya Kenji. El Capitan with the D-Force, forcing out that flicker. Very cute with that hit. Misha finishing the job, 1-for-1 so far. Pero medyo mababa ang buhay ng mga miyembro ng Echo. They don't wanna take this fight. Eman sumasayaw-sayaw pa. May sukli pa yung buhay niya. May shields pa siya. And Strategic jumping in. Flicker in with that bravest fighter. May flicker pa siyang pang-close ng gap. Pero ayaw na lang mag-asim. Lord still standing.
Yes, and even the Lord actually na-confuse siya during that time. Napilitan din mga teams natin to actually reset. That was a moment sana na mag-contest. Pero since na-reset, napakaganda ng naging sagutan dito ng dalawang teams natin. Even for Hades, yun yung mga kailangan iwasan dito ng Echo. Yung mag-isa si Hades are actually medyo malayo kay Rapisa. But RSG and Echo, alam nila kung sinong kailangan nilang targetin. Alam nila kung kailan hindi totoo yung mga objective na nakikita nilang feeling kinukuha ng kanilang mga kalaban. Benny Cutie!
Grabe naman yung burst! Two-man knockup, forcing the Tempest of Blade. Pero yung dulo ng Feather Airstrike sapat na para mapatay si Aqua. Sama mo pa si Demon Kite, Rookie of the Season. Gonna have to take a nap for 70 seconds. Courtesy sinasayaw-sayawan si Eman na may shields din ng bahagya. All 5 members of Echo are on the map. Chantel, another Lord going to Echo. RK3 talaga.
RK3 talaga. Out of nowhere. And again, Benny Cutie, grabe yung kick control niya doon. Dalawa. Yung tinamaan niya. Tapos yung buhay parang biglang nawala eh.
Pinag-combo-combo, hindi ko alam kung kanya lang yun eh.
And Echo Philippines, tama yung sinasabi ni Leo dito, mas madami silang vision or mas malawak yung vision nila against RSG. And this might be it for them. 30 seconds yung kanilang AOE na long range, which is si Aqua and even Demon Kite. So medyo mabagal actually para sa dito sa RSG na mag-clear. Pero papalat naman, wag lang silang lumayo dun sa pinaka-range ng kanilang base. Kasi si Benny nasa taas ulit eh.
To be fair, Eman here looking low, circling Eagle. Hindi mapapatay ang Esmeralda. Heat here defending for their life. Look at the backlane, ladies and gentlemen. Echo evens the odds. Siyempre, kung Pinoy laban sa Pinoy, maganda ang bigayan. 1-1!
Ilista nyo na. Pilipinas laban sa Pilipinas. That is the best game that you will watch ever.
Ano to? Finals preview.
Finals preview to. So, medyo naiintindihan ko na yung mga ibang bansa kung gusto nila pagsama-samahin sa bracket yung mga Pinoy. Kasi ganito lang naman po kalakas yung mga Filipino teams natin. Hindi na pigilan.
Yan na yung chance nila eh.
Hindi,
yan na eh. Diba, ikaw, agree ka, diba? Agree ka na ito na lang yung para ilaglag yung RSG, ilaglag yung Echo, kayo na lang.
Hindi nila kaya ang ginawa nila, Pinoy laban sa Pinoy.
Mars. Why naman like that, Mars?
Hindi nakaget over dun sa crosscaster kanina.
Talaga eh. I'm over it kasi facts lang naman yun.
Facts lang guys, facts only. But yan, napakaganda performance again for Echo. Sinabi natin kanina na naging problema nila is how to finish off the play. Ngayon, pinakita nila that they can finish a game. And RK3, iba talaga yung batang to.
Yep.
Kumaga parang nakita naman natin nung siya yung tinarget ng RSG na siya talaga yung importante na mawala for the team fight. Kung hindi siya makuha ng RSG, napakahirap para sa RSG na pumasok.
Yeah, medyo fine arts yung ginagawa ni RK3 because it's one thing to be a threat magnet. It's one thing na, guys, ako yung tingnan nyo, ako yung patayin nyo. Tapos, all while doing that, kaya niya ring maglabas ng damage. Yung ginawa ni Benny Cutie kanina, hindi ganong kalupit kung hindi maganda yung sagot ng mga kampi niya. And that's why RK3 is a player to watch for. Really, meron pa tayong isa pang game. Pero bago yon, pakwento muna tayo kay Kuya Wolf. Our analyst gonna break down game number 1. Wolf, break it down.
Thank you so much, Kuya Leo at Ate Mo Chantel. And yeah, my name is Wolf. Gonna be breaking down that game number 2, which you kind of expect na mukhang magi-game 3 talaga. Sinabi nga natin na this particular series is gonna be very close, and dahil halos pares din kasi ng playstyle or at least ng approach ang dalawang teams na to when they play, you can expect that it will be really close. So game number 2 nga lang ay parang naging one-sided. Tumagal yung laban, but you know for sure na mukhang nasa Echo talaga ang control ng mapa na to all over all over the game. At masasabi natin na halos pares din yung ipinakitang approach ng Echo in the previous game as compared to this game. Dahil ganun pa rin roughly siya with this Matilda na ginamit niya aggressively. At ang ganda kasi ng kanyang mga backup ngayon. Instead of going for the Farsa na gold lane para sa Echo, pinili nilang mag-Cho sa may gold lane. Heavy farmer, good split pusher. Pero naman yung YSS, sinamahan nila ng Lapu, Farsa, and Matilda, very strong in the early stages. Habang yung RSG naman, ang kanilang tunay na pinapascale in this particular game is the Demon Kite Ling. At dahil butas yung mid ng RSG Philippines, yun yung inabuse ng Echo. If you're looking at the lineup of RSG, gagamit ka ng Phobius, ng Esmeralda, pati ng Eve in the early stages. Ito yung Eve 4-1 mo, or technically speaking, is the 4 Protect 1. And in a clash, imagine nyo lang na nagkaroon ng clash, at actually nakikita natin yan sa highlights, nahirapan ang RSG Philippines dahil puro magic ang kanilang damage output. And if you're looking at the items from Echo, maganda yung kanilang sagot sa magic, which is just focus on the Oracle, at syempre merong Radiant Armor kay Raflesia, which aid them in their cause. And look at that, Benny Cutie selling his boots para kumuha ng double Blade of Despair. What a classic na gold lane, or yung tinatawag nating dating off-lane Cho na fighter na sobrang taas ng damage sa mga tore, kaya naman ang bilis mag-push. And in fact, isang beses na, parang isang hampas lang niya doon kay Ling after the immortality, nakuha agad niya yung kill doon sa late game, which we'll see in the highlights for sure later on. Now we're gonna have to go back to the advantage na meron ang Echo, which is ang fina-funnel nila is yung kanilang gold lane in a way, o yung fina-forward nila yung gold lane nila, while yung RSG ang fina-forward nila was the Ling. Now, in this scenario, mas madali talagang kumuha ng objectives in the early stages and the mid stages of the game. Lalong-lalo na dahil meron silang Farsa and Yi Sun-shin. Meron kang vision mula doon sa Yi Sun-shin, and you also have the Farsa. And mind you, halos parehas to ng gustong gawin ng Echo from before, yung tinatawag nating super vision lineup nila, kung saan meron talaga silang YSS, meron silang Farsa, I believe dagdag din sila ng Selena Popol, yung mga ganong klaseng composition, and they were really good at this. So what happens now is talagang nasagot nila yung problema nila in game number 1, which was the Eve mula kay Aqua. Instead na iba nila yung Eve ni Aqua, kumuha na lang sila ng mga heroes sa pang-contra doon. Matilda, very good at pressuring yung isang Eve. Lapu-Lapu, definitely maganda pang cancel. The Cho is there. Farsa pwede magsabay at actually pwede rin mang-stun. And you also have the Yi Sun-shin for that one. So all the heroes of Echo made it so difficult para kay Aqua. Pero despite the fact that that happened, dumating sa point na 0-1 pa rin ito si Aqua up until the latter portions. And that is already massive para kay Aqua. Kaso nga lang, kung papansinin natin yung stats, hindi katulad ng previous game kung saan sobrang taas ng damage output ni Aqua. In this case, he's held at 38k damage, while yung mga members ng Echo north of 38k mula dun sa ating split pushing Cho. So it just means na out-damage ng buong Echo yung gustong gawin ng RSG Philippines. And the real problem for RSG Philippines is yung mid-game nila at early game nila ay nakabase lang talaga sa Magic. Hindi sila nagkaroon ng mixture. Because again, this is Eve, Farsa, pati na rin Esmeralda. Ito yung mga mid-game components ng RSG na hindi na din talaga nagkaroon ng enough damage against Echo. And Demon Kite, as much as he is safe when it comes to his playing, parang lagi siya nakakaiwas sa gulo up until the latter portions of the game. Parang hindi rin yun napaganda side ng ng RSG Philippines, kasi nga walang physical damage dealer at that point. You will look for this Ling na kukuha ng mga sweeping kills. Kumbaga siya yung sweeper for the team, but he wasn't able to do so kasi nga naman na maganda na rin ang control na side ng Echo. Let's go back to the objective taking potential na nakita natin mula sa Echo. Gamit ang Yi Sun-shin na to, na secure nila lahat na ng mga turtles and of course yung mga Lord fights. And this time, mas maganda rin yung kanilang control over the retakes na tinatry at ina-attempt ng RSG. Just like in the previous game, tinatry ng RSG na mag-retake ng mga objectives na yun, but they were able to hold their ground, kaya na-secure nila lahat ng objectives. And it's also because of our Farsa mula kay RK3 with 82k damage dealt, 4-1 and 4 kanyang KDA. Gold per minute is slightly just in the average, pero yung kanyang impact sa laro to, lalong-lalo na dun sa final clash kung saan pinagsabay nila yung skill nila ni Lapu-Lapu, which was Kurt TZ, at na-eliminate agad nila yung mga threats which includes both Aqua and Demon Kite. The thing is, yung Echo, gumaganda na yung kanilang composition kapag late game. Meron silang Ling, good scaling. Esmeralda, also good scaling. Pero yung Farsa, nakakuha ng magandang stun, followed up by the Lapu-Lapu, vice versa. At dahil dun sa sabayang bigkas na nakita natin sa Echo mula dun sa mid-game up until the late game, nagkaroon nga sila ng magandang pag-take dun sa Lord and eventually just wins the game off of that. Another point to also consider here is okay din talaga yung ginagawa ni Benny Cutie on this Cho. Just like how you play a traditional side lane Cho. Diba yung traditional side lane Cho, magpa-farm ka tapos lagi ka lang nakasplit. Just imagine how Kiluwash plays it. Talagang nagpaikot-ikot lang dun sa mapa, just getting all of the farm and then eventually comes into the team fight pag manglilinis na lang siya for important way of the dragon and the usages. And lastly, ginagamit siya pang split push. Ang taas ng pressure na nagawa sa side lanes dito ni Benny Cutie because of his split pushing tactics. And now, the immediate group up mula sa side ng Echo din sa mga turtles. Kahit pa meron doong Aqua real world manipulation, laging may pang-cancel. All throughout this game, it's difficult to play the Eve, lalong-lalo na isa siya sa mga first pick ng side ng RSG. We saw na nahirapan siya sa paggamit ang kanyang real world manipulation dahil madami nga namang pang-cancel sa kanya. And the Lord, eventually the second Lord will be taken once again by Echo. At maganda na sana ang ginagawa ng RSG, kaso nga lang biglang nagka-clutch talaga si Hades. And by the way, Hades played phenomenally well gamit ang Nissan Shin na to. Sobrang ganda ng kanyang pwestuhan, able to use his ultimate with his team, meaning to say na ginagamit talaga nila pang vision yun. But isang malaking problema pa rin sa kanila dito yung game. But here comes the third fight. Look at RK3 in combination with the Lapu-Lapu. Well done. Nahanap talaga yung pinakatang moment. And RK3 from the south, tas from the east. Makikita natin doon sa TC. Kaya sobrang ganda ng formation na nakita natin mula sa Echo. Really surprising RSG. And there was nothing to do at this point. Lalong-lalo na dahil wala si Aqua at si Demon Kite. Sobrang gandang green light para sa side ng Echo Philippines na tapusin yung laban na yun because they know na wala nang kikill dun sa mga heroes and at the same time wala na rin kukuha ng damage dun sa may minions knowing na wala ng wave clear na available para sa side ng RSG Philippines. This is such an incredible rivalry. Pinag-isipan na namin din ni Renmar at mga co-casters ko kung ano bang tawag dito sa mano-imano ng Echo versus RSG from time and time again dahil halos pare sila ng kanilang playstyle but different ingredients na ginagamit ng mga heroes. This definitely will be an epic best of 3 elimination series. My name is Wolf and let's throw it back to the casters for game number 3.
Maraming salamat once more breaking down game number 2. And as expected, si RK3 nga ang ating MVP. And I gotta say, dapat nga talaga may pangalan na tong rivalry na to. Echo versus RSGPH.
Iba kasi, kumbaga yung pinaka-rivalry ng dalawang teams, hindi lang mismo sa storyline, kundi yung same nga yung the way each player play. Alam mo yon yung rivalry nila na, uy, kalaro ko yung almost same ko ng playstyle.
May relationship eh.
Oo, kumbaga alam ni Aqua kung paano maglaro si RK3, alam din ni RK3 kung paano maglaro si Aqua, and yun yung klase ng matchup na talagang kaabang-abang. So for RK3 and Aqua, kanina pa natin sila binabanggit pero nakita naman natin MVP si RK3. So for that game, si RK3 yung nakaangat over Aqua. So tingnan natin for this game number 3 kung sino naman yung aangat this time. But we have to commend all the players manong RSG and Echo. Hindi pa rin talaga nawawala yung spot.
Sobrang ganda kasi kapag tinanggal mo siya sa Echo, safe ka kay Raflesia, safe ka pa kay Benny. Ang daming possibilities ng draft na pwedeng i-open up ng Echo, especially if there's a
Your
choke
team
and
is
then
banning.
open pa yung jungle. Honestly, that Yusun Shin choke, parang okay lang kay Hades eh.
Actually, oo. Pero, di ba yung tanong mo kanina is kung maganda ba na mag-ban dito yung RSG or either Echo ng Cho? Pag RSG, binan nila yung Cho, ang magiging problema naman dito is parang ino-open nila yung Alice ni Benny Cutie.
Yun ang Delix.
Yun din yung Delix. Kumaga, lagi sinasabi, if you wanna go up against Echo, kailangan bantayan si Benny Cutie. Pero pag iniisip mo kasi, pag binan mo yung mga heroes ni Benny Cutie, ang dami naman ma-open na heroes para sa mga ibang players nila and regardless nakakabawi din kasi si Benny
Your
Cutie.
team is banning.
pwede silang mag-ban ng mga heroes ni Demon Kite, pero magkakaroon naman ng hero si Eman. Like, nakita natin nung isang araw, meron din siyang Claude play. Ayun, for RSG, I'm looking forward kung makakakita man tayo ng marksman this time around for game number 3. Since they wanna invest, or since this is dapat secured early game, mid game, and
Your team
late game.
is banning.
For Echo, this is a Jawhead and even the Karina. So far for Echo, mag-consistent sila on banning out this Karina. Wala yung magkapatid, si Selena and Karina. Oh, RSG. Since ang kalaban nila kanina is more in the vision, this time around, I think they wanna invest on a hero that has vision as well.
Vision seems to be the X factor sa laban na to. So, what kind of heroes do
Your
Vision?
team
Wait
is
lang.
banning.
Natanggal na si Hayabusa, natanggal na si Selena. Yan, Vision yan. Paano kayang Popoling Kupa? Tagal natin yun si PNK.
Yes, knowing na si Kenji at saka si Hit din talaga. But for Echo, this is the first time for the series na hindi na mahawakan yung Matilda. So, pwede. Ang RSG, kinokontrol naman nila yung Echo na Cho ang gamitin if ever.
Your team is picking.
Cho ang gamitin dito ni Rafflesia para hindi siya mapunta kay Benny Cutie kasi tinanggal nila yung hero na Matilda. But for Echo, kinuha naman nila yung hero kanina ni Aqua, which is actually same hero pool lang naman talaga yung dalawa. Yung sinasabi natin na almost the same lang even for the playstyle.
Until matatawa ako pag yung RSGPH nagfarsa. Nagpalitan lang sila.
Parang mali po yata yung pagkakalagay ng pangalan. Pero yun yung sinasabi natin kasi. Yung mga teams natin now, alam kasi nila na hindi naman pwede or hindi na maganda pa nagkasama si Eva at si Farsa sa isang team.
Uy, nung season 7 okay siya. Pero ngayon, maybe too much.
Nasobrahan naman na yun sa damage at ang hirap niya i-pull off. But still, Ling is open by the way.
Team is
Lilia na lang. Lilia na lang si Aqua. Lily Aqua.
Lil Aqua.
Okay. And of course, the Ruby.
Actually, ang ganda. Kontrahan pa rin with the Lilia and Eve. Not because pare silang color violet, yung hero nila, but because, imagine yung real world manipulation, lagyan lang ng shadow energy nung Lilia.
Lapag.
So parang ninegate lang niya yung purpose. Pare silang mafo-force na umalis doon. Or hindi makaka-move forward yung Echo for that. And pag naging maganda yung crowd control dito ng Ruby. Actually, kung titignan nga natin ngayon, nag-iiba na rin yung sequence ng mga picks ng mga Filipino teams.
Your
You don't
team
usually
is
see
picking.
Ruby sa unang-una pa lang, but ito yung sinasabi natin, show for Echo since Matilda nga yung binana ng RSG.
And I like the Lapu-Lapu. Kanina, ang laking threat nung Lapu-Lapu ni Curtisi game number 2. And right now, magdadalawang isip tong Ruby na to. Hihilahin ko ba? Sayang eh. Sa akin din papunta to eh.
Masakit to eh. Tsaka if ever na nahila kasi ito ng RSG or ng Ruby, automatic parang tinulungan niya na makapag-set up ng play. Yung Lapu-Lapu. But RSG, pwede silang kumuha ng Demon Kite Hero, pero it's not advisable na ilabas nila agad. So, when say Demon Kite Hero si mga assassin, pero may mga open pa naman. Nandiyan pa si Lance and even Link.
Yeah.
Your team
Throwback
is
konti,
banning.
Throwback konti.
Happy Throwback Thursday.
Esmeralda.
So, both junglers will not show up in phase 1. Gold lane yan. Most likely, maybe also XP, possible. Kasi yung Ruby talaga na-flex ng RSG.
And Echo dito, maganda kasi yung damage output na meron sila. Yung RSG dito, medyo dependent in terms of kanilang dependent in terms of the skills na pwede nilang ibitaw.
Yeah.
Ganun kainit yung laban natin.
And we're only in phase 1 of the draft. Phase 1 pa lang to, we're about to go into the bans. And last time we checked, medyo may flex pa ng konti ang RSG with that Ruby. And then may flex din yung Echo
Your
because of that
team
show.
is banning.
Now back into it, yan na, nagtatanggalan na sila ng jungle.
Yun. Para dito sa RSG, ganda ng binan nila which is yung YSS kasi isa talaga to sa mga naging problema nila against Echo kanina with the Balmond as well. Kasi if you have Balmond on the lineup, parang ang mahirap din sa Lilia. Mafo-force dito yung Lilia agad na gumamit ng black shoes from time to time. Actually, RSG, pwede, hindi advisable kung kukuha sila dito ng mga healers
Your
na
team
more
is
on
banning.
hindi nagda-dash. Pero by the way, open pa nga pala si Fovius sa laban natin. Although on the last game, hindi masyadong naging effective.
Yeah.
But yung sinasabi natin, RSG, they will ban out Alice. Kasi nga naman, mahirap. Kasi given na binan nila sa Matilda, for sure yung Cho ay mapupunta kay Raflesia, RK3 with the Eve. So,
Your team is
bawasan
picking.
ng lala agad. Mamili ka na lang kung ano yung ayaw mo na hero na gamitin kumbaga ni Benny Cutie. So, that's one way. RSG, feeling ko pwede silang kumuha ng marksman. Since meron silang Lilia, kumaga instant burst na team play.
May follow through.
May follow through, yeah.
Are you saying Claude?
Pwede Claude. Yung napakaganda ng Claude actually.
Para may pampasok din dun sa Eve.
Dexter,
it's our show.
Your team is picking.
Okay, we both predicted that.
Yeah, that's a Claude.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so yun yung gustong gawin dito ng RSGPH. Ang isang derelict lang dyan, Ate Chantel, is the fact that there's a lapu-lapu in a Cho sa side ng Echo. So, ma-overload yung Purify niya. I'm guessing it's Purify. More likely it's a Purify.
Or oo, Purify. Mahirap nga naman kapag mag-flicker siya kasi mas hindi siya makakatakas doon.
Tapang mo nun.
May Cho. Sobrang tapang mo talaga nun. But lahat sa lahat na sinasabi natin for Echo and RSG, napakaganda na hindi nila agad nilabas yung mga heroes dito ni Demon Kite and Hades. Kaso, for Demon Kite, nakuha si Lancelot. So, Echo, mas gusto nila na ma-force dito ang
Your
RSG
team
to
is
use
picking.
Ling for Demon Kite.
Oh! Wait, they also kind of forced Echo. There's an answer back. Makikita natin, hindi na mag-chow si Benny. Kagura ang gagamitin ni Benny, tapos si Raflesia na ang naka-chow.
Medyo tricky yung dito. Medyo tricky yung lineup ng Echo.
Yeah.
Imagine, pwede kasi si Benny Cutie, mataas yung kanyang zoning out in terms of, or against this Claude. Kasi pwede niya lang ibato yung payong niya and then mas slow down na agad dito si Claude in terms of the farming. Pero nakita na natin kung gano'n nakakahabol ang RSG nung game number 1. But it is Benedetta to complete the lineup. Ang bilis mag-clear ng minion wave ng RSG.
Yes. But just the same, yung record ni Demon Kite sa Benedetta in the jungle, not exactly good. I mean, for most players in MPL Season 8, parang yung Benedetta, in recent memory, parang Cartesi lang yata ang nag-enjoy sa Benedetta jungle.
Oh, yes. Pero, ito for Echo, again, Curtis, wala lapo-lapo. Ito, pag titignan mo yung lineup ngayon ng Echo, ito din yung mga comfort heroes nila. Kumaga, hindi sila na-force din na masyado magpalit ng kanilang strategy. But ang pinakaabangan natin dito para sa lineup ng RSG is yung magiging performance ni Eman. Kasi it is very evident on game number 1 and game number 2 na talagang tinatry ng Echo na pigilan si Eman.
Yep, right now, pasok tayo sa portal for game number 3. Alright, we're in. And sadly, after this game, mayroon ng isang malalaglag na team mula sa Pilipinas.
Oo nga eh.
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. But again, sa mga nanonood dyan, pinaka-importante dito is napapanood tayo ng lahat ngayon na napakalakas ng Pilipinas, Echo and RSG. Masali daw, yes, mababawasan tayo ng isa. But in terms of the laning, may kinalas ito may top lane. Ang ganda ng Kenji Curtisi. Ang bilis na nag-level 2, by the way, ni Kenji during that time. Kaya nahirapan din si Curtisi. Pero yun yung difference ngayon ng Lapu-Lapu and Esmeralda. Kailangan dito ni Curtisi maging maingat kung kailan niya gagamitin ang kanyang ultimate against Esme kasi pwede maging bait for Kenji. And since melee siya, tapos naka-average si Kenji, medyo mauuna din si Kenji in terms of the gold.
Yep. At meron ding switcheroo na naganap. It's actually, napilitan lang pauwiin ni Benny Cutie, si Eman. So yun, nangyayari na nga yung nakikita natin na pambubuli sa bottom, tapos baliktad naman, sa taas, si Curtisi ang dehado.
Yes, and for Echo, again, this is their strategy. Kailangan talaga nilang ibuli si Eman kasi napakahirap nga naman. Pag nagkaroon ng farm agad dito si Eman, and just look at Hades, pwede kasing i-bait si Eman na lumalim para mag-clear ng Winged Wave. Even Raflesia, nakaabang anytime. Deja mo na to eh.
Phantom execution pa loob, RK3. Hindi na mabubuhay. First blood drawn by Demon Kite. Raflesia tumatakbo sa tatlo. Hindi pipilitin ng RSG.
Again, for Demon Kite, ang kanyang playstyle talaga is meron siyang sariling judgment na pagka feeling niya kaya niya, hindi niya na inaantay yung mga ibang kakampi niya to set up a play. Again, because of that, medyo magkakaroon ng delay para sa side ng Echo at makasalubong nung dalawa. Sabi dito ni Heath and ni Aqua, sige Demon Kite, nandito kami mga kuya mo para tulungan ka na mag-zone ng mga players para sa Echo.
Here we go. This is Demon Kite taking the first turtle of the game. Nag-commit ng real-world manipulation si RK3 pero hindi kinaya. Hindi kasi siya out of nowhere eh. Basta.
Nakita na siya dun eh. Oo, okay. Kaya medyo mahirap din pala dito. Mas magiging mahirap by the way yung buhay ni RK3 in negating Aqua. Kasi si Aqua meron pa siyang black shoes. Kasi kanina ang kontra nila, binuburst agad ng isa.
Shapes lang, shapes.
Oo, shades lang. But Echo Philippines, benefiting with this Clock of Destiny. Again, kaya sinabi natin, medyo mahirap pa ang buhay ni Eman sa may bottom lane.
Chantel, Clock of Destiny agad?
Yes.
Wala pang 3 minutes?
That is because of the magic shop na rin ni Benny Cutie and yung sinasabi natin na every time medyo pang ilang beses na ito na actually ni Emma na naka-away, maybe 2. Ganun ka grabe yung pangbubuli na ginagawa dito ni Benny Cutie sa kanya and other players of Echo.
Si Emma kung body. Parating umuwi. But jokes aside, I'm also wondering, is it right to use the marksman emblem dito? Usually we see side lane Clods with the Avarice para mas lalong kumita na mabilis. Ngayon, medyo talaga nag-bank sila sa late game.
Yes, kasi kung titignan natin yung trend for game number 1 and game number 2, medyo nakikita din kasi ng Echo na yung kanilang laban is mostly matagal. Kasi si RSG, at ang strengths nila ngayon is kahit kalbo na, yung kanilang mga inhibitor turret, kaya pa nilang depensahan. Knowing din na merong Lilia dito for RSG's lineup, but again, if we look at the gold, lamang dito yung team RSG. So, finding space dito ng Echo to set up a play. And hindi sila makakakuha doon sa may middle lane. And it's the same play. Magpapataba muna yung mga kailangan magpataba. Even for Raflisha, it's not the usual Raflisha with a chow. Na bigla siya nga papasok na si Sipa, tapos instant kill para sa Echo. Kasi alam nila na sa Demon Kite din ay paikot-ikot lang sa mapa at napakabilis niya mag-clear ng minion wave. Even for the other objectives. Yep. Si Kenji nahihirapan sa, nabubuli ka din doon. Si Curtizi.
Pero ayaw magpabuwag ni Curtizi. Hindi niya isusuko ang top lane. So ngayon, mag-rotate na lang si Kenji. That's good space now. Turtle being used. Appreciate with the way of the dragon. Demon Kite sasagot naman kay Hades this time. Ang pangalawang turtle ng game number 3. And down bottom nakita ko medyo nag-blazing duet si Eman. So I expected that much. Ina-expect ko na dahil sa hirap ng ginagawa ni Benny Cutie sa pambubuli sa kanya, magbe-blazing duet siya para lang mag-clear.
Sabi niya, wait lang.
Ganito kaaga.
Clear ko lang to, tapos uwi na talaga ako. Kasi kanina pa nangyayari dito para kay Eman actually. But Eman already has the Demon Hunter Sword. So medyo mga isang item pa, may kita na natin na sumasama siya from time to time. Pero grabe yung teams natin actually. Nakikita mo yung tension or nafe-feel mo din yung tension kasi nagkakabitawan sila na skills, pero after nun, nope, not today.
Para tong yung mga rom-com, yung will they or won't they, yung kilig moments lang, pero alam mong gusto nyo isa't isa. Sige na! Pakilig lang.
Pa-hard to get muna.
Oo. Ganun yun. Kasi guys, 5 minutes na. Nakadalawa o na tayong team fight, pero wala namamatay. Pero ito ko, this might be one. Raflisha with the way the dragon served up into RK3. Yun ang from out of nowhere.
Narinig ka nila na wala pang nakukuhang or wala pang talaga masyadong team fight dito para sa ating dalawang teams. And Echo, yun yung inaantay nila na si Heath na mapalalim kasi kanina hindi siya masyadong nagkakaroon ng vision dito para sa side ng Team RSG and Demon Kite again. Sinabi natin that he is all over the place. Nata-timingan din niya dito yung kung kailan lalabas yung mga objectives from Echo but maingat din siya. But
isa pa.
Eto na.
1v1 pa yun. Nakakill dun sa may bottom lane si Benny Cutie. And now eventually, hindi mananakaw! Demon Kite! Walang purple!
Wow! RK3.
RK3
yung nakakuha nun. And now, Echo Philippines, even Curtis, gumawa na siya ng wave. Teka nga, kanina pa ako sinasalubo ni Kenji dito. Ikakat ko na yung minion wave para pwede ako makasama sa turtle take dito for Echo.
Medyo nagiging daring na yung mga teams natin.
Yes, ready na sila.
Oo, for more mature roles. Chantel, you know this reminds me of? That movie by Kaniel, Barcelona.
Oh!
At Untold Love, dun sila unang nag-kiss. So ngayon, yung mga teams natin, matapang na sila. Ready na sila mag-team fight. May items na sila, mas matapang na sila. They understand that they know that their positioning is so much better. Third turtle gonna go this time to RSG. So 2-1 yan. 2-1.
Mabilis lang para dito sa RSG dahil nakapag-zone out din si Kenji actually. And even nawala ng buffer nagawan dito, si parang Demon Kite natin, again, nandun pa rin siya, naka-ready siya for the sandwich play.
Kapang-atao si Curtizy. Gusto niyo i-sandwich method? Kakagat yung sandwich na yan. This whole time, may nagpupush sa baba. Nagawa ni Benny! Butas. Well, hindi naman butas. First turret.
Nako, kumbaga kahit anong gamitin niya, parang magaling pa rin siya mag-push regardless kung Kagura, kung Chobra. Again, for Echo Philippines ngayon, medyo napupush back sila ng RSG, if you look at that way. Even Heath, maganda rin yung position niya kanina against Raflesia. Halos magkatabi lang sila ng bush doon. And Demon Kite already have the Bloodlust Axe. Kenji, Enchanted Talisman. So, interestingly, for Curtizy, Dominance Eye. So, sabi niya, this is now my time. Meron na tayong pwedeng pang-kontra ngayon kay Kenji. Oy!
One Esports, maraming salamat. Papasok, Phantom Execution, Eman, ang sagot, Blazing Duet. Hila dito ni Heat. I'm offended, pero si Raflesia ang makakapagtapos dito. Oh, that's the Phantom Execution already spent. Turn throws lang sapat na. Hades taking down Heat. Benny Cutie boy pa. There's Electro final blow. Taking down Benny Cutie. Nasugpo niya ang bagyo. Raflesia dashing on out. Binoburstan dito ni Aqua. They're gonna disengage.
It is a 1-for-1 trade, but a better trade para dito sa side ng RSG dahil nakuha nila is si Benny Cutie. Kaya hindi din tinagilan talaga ni Demon Kite si paring na Benny doon. But look at that. Sabi ni Hades, check nga, damage check lang. Try ko lang, konti sparring, malakas na. Pwede na ito mamaya isang combo na lang. Goods na, but pwede kasi natin ang item na rin dito. Actually, a road to endless battle dito si Hades. Para hindi man guys naman, for sure this is going to be the golden staff. But Benny Cutie is at 5.2. So, medyo late ulit si Eman in terms of the gold. But again, RSG Philippines, they're doing away. Ang sakit na ni Hades.
Sabi ni Hades, malakas. Good yun.
Pwede.
Good yun. And yun ang sagot ni Eman parate. Panic button niya yung ult niya eh. May stocks man o wala.
Kasi regardless, kung nakita man dito ng RSG na yes, mamatay si Eman o nakuha si Eman, yung gustong kumuha sa kanya, automatic, pwedeng i-finish off ng, pwede bawian. Laging may bawi, yes. But this is still this ball game actually. Kasi yung goal natin almost the same. Yung turret push natin, almost the same. RSG Philippines actually lumamang lang sila kasi nakauna sila ng isa pang turret sa may bandang top. So, for Echo, since nakapag-push nga dito yung RSG, sila yung aggressive ngayon, pero magkakaroon sila ng problema kapag ka yung vision. Sabi natin vision, part din ng vision is kapag ka na-take down yung mga turrets. Possible RSG, later on, force nila itong mid lane turret. Since nasa may mga lord objectives na tayo, di mo kayo ng Hunter Strike. Okay, napagandang item for the movement speed as well. Para makapasok na siya dito sa teritoryo ni RK3.
Hindi niya na kailangan mag-dash toward him. Mabilis maglakad ang Benedetta na to. And look at this, Curtizy walking right into Kenji. Ang hirap ng buhay ni Curtizy. Nagka-cut siya pero kulang siya ng tier 1. Wala siyang first turret.
Ang layo.
Yeah, Raflesia here naghahanap ng magandang way of the dragon. Aqua gonna get bursted down. Hindi niya overturn, forcing out the Blazing Duet. Close, but not quite. Reset lang ang both teams dito, pero mahirap ang buhay ng RK3. I don't think you wanna take a fight like this.
Delikado. I think for RK3, gusto niya lang sana na i-force dito si Aqua with the black shoes. Kaso naging problema doon, kung nagkataon na hindi niya katabi si Benny Cutie at walang flame shot si Benny Cutie,
mananakaw ni Demon Kite, so that's good. Retribution check. Hades does not need to use it. Aqua, half health. Hades, nag-damage check na naman siya. Phantom Thorn Draws lang yun.
Oo, pero ganun kasakit. Imagine kung pumasok siya with the Phantom Execution, that might be a secured kill against Aqua. But again, RSG Philippines, same pa din ang kanilang ginagawa. I think for Heat talagang inaantay lang niya kung kailan siya makakahatak ng at least dalawa as long as malapit sa kanya si Eman. Ito yung sinasabi natin, yung kahit araw-araw natin panoorin yung matchup ng ni RK3 and Aqua, total assist 33. Halos malapit lang. Even on the other departments, for Aqua ngayon, ang edge niya is meron siyang Oh!
Blazing the wet by Eman. Sasagot naman dito with the Phantom Exhibition official looking low. Kenji naghahanap ng pang-finish. But it's Heat who's gonna go down first. Dash in puncture. Here's the RWM. And there's one more kill trading so far. Hades for Heat. Lamang ang RSGPH. Ang napatay nila ay Jungler. RK3 takbo. Kenji, hindi niya matapos. Benecuti with a turnaround. Kanyang overturn. RK3 diamond shot dyan sa mukha. 2 for 1. Plus this Lord. Eventually, lamang ang mayroong retribution. Worth it para sa RSGPH.
Yes, RSG securing that Lord, and we have to commend Heath on that one. Yes, nakuha siya or nahuli siya dito ni Hades, pero naging takbo niya is palapit sa kanya mga kakampi. So si Hades dito, not single, na-target dito ng Team RSG. And again, Benecuti, alam niya kung gaano ka-importante si RK3 pagdating sa team fight. Ginamit niya kayang din niya overturn para madepensahan dito si RK3 against Kenji or the Esmeralda. And now, Echo, ang pinakamahirap dito na kanilang possible na pagdepensa is kapag biglang anang gulat ay yung blazing duet dito ni Eman dahil nakita na natin kanina yung damage. So, ang ganda ginawa ng Echo, kinat na nila agad yung Lord at madedepensan pa nga yata nila.
Na-overload nila, hindi nakapag-purify or black shoes si Aqua. So, the burst on the side of Echo is real. All this time, Demon Kite, surprise, nabutas na sa may bottom lane. Dashing in, dashing out. Tatlo, ang sinasayawan niya, Electo, final blow. Walang mamamatay, pero may hila. There's an answer by RK3. Raflisha buhay pa, pero itong nasa gitna si Curtizi nang si Spellback pa. Bravest fighter, buhay na buhay, pero si Eman ang tatapos sa kanya. Kenji gets the final hit. One down per side. Kenji, Falling Star Moon palayo. RK3 humahabol. Heat goes down. Hades with the punish. Superman, pero nito pa si Demon Kite. Hello, apat ang humahabol sa kanya. Hades, Raflisha, hindi na magpupumilit.
Grabe yung dalawang teams na to. Kumbaga talagang balagbagan. And again, Demon Kite. Habang may nangyayari pala sa may middle lane at finorce ng Echo na makasira or makadepensa doon, sumira pala siya ng Torre doon sa may bottom lane. And that is an inhibitor turret. Pero kung titignan natin, yung electro final blow niya, napakasakit na. By the way, kamuntika na mamatay dito or kamuntika na namatay kanina si Benecuti and other players of Echo. Ngayon na natin may kita yung possible play from RSG. Now, ang kailangan gawin ng Echo is same yung ginawa ni Benny kanina. Finorce niya si Aqua na mamatay agad without using the black shoes and even the purify. So, medyo crucial kasi siya actually eh. Si Heath dito, yung crowd control niya AOE. Si Raflisha, ang crowd control niya, pwede ding AOE kung magkakalapit. Yan yung mga tunog na nakakatakot pag mga matagal na yung game eh. Yeah. Kasi alam mo may biglang dadating.
Conceal.
Duville.
Honestly, I think that's really gonna be the key here. Both teams, mag-15 minutes tayo. Actually, we're at 15 minutes. Kung umabot to sa TikTok timers, ang laruan, based on game 1 and game 2, paunahan manggulat. Yun ang tinatawag nilang, I think ako minsan sa Tagalog stream. Gulpi di gulat.
Gulpi di gulat.
Yung nangyari kanina kay Aqua, di ba? Yung hindi nga siya nakapag-purify or black shoes.
Nagulat siya, nandun pala, inaabangan pala siya ni Benecuti. So, yeah, Echo dito, even Raflisha, hindi na sila masyadong nagiging malalim. Actually, even RK3, na may kita natin ngayon yung mga real-world manipulation niya. Yes, nagagamit niya from time to time, pero hindi niya agad na ibibitaw because Demon Kite, kanina pa siya nagda-dive doon sa may bandang likod. And RK3 now has the Genius Wand para ma-burst dito yung Esmeralda if case na pumasok against his Eve. So imagine, 16 minutes 7-4 yung kill output natin for these teams. And medyo lang pa eh. Kumbaga, bawal kang sumilip na makikita ka. Kasi minsan, di ba, pag nasa bush ka, gusto mo nasa sagad ka, yung pala nakikita ka.
Speaking of you silip, both teams, ang way nila na mag-vision, Shandel, ay fair. Walang may ult na parang, ay, kita ka namin. Di ba? Walang global vision, wala ni kahit yung wisp si Matilde. Talagang kung may makikita ka, sisilip ka.
Oo, tsaka kumbaga pag nakita ka, pwedeng hindi ka na makaalis pa.
Oo.
And another...
Yun yung tipong pag tumingin ka, akin ka.
Pag tumingin ka, kakaiba lang na version dito.
Yes.
Parang delikado kapag sumilip ka.
Hindi magandang version yan.
Pero ang bilis ng Lord actually para sa Team RSG. Pwede bait. Kasi nakita na natin ito eh. Kabisado na natin itong tug of war. Kapag umabot...
Top lane Demon kahit ng bait lang ng ult RK3 nagamit niya ng RWM. Rafnisha here gonna try to trap in. Heat, flicker out. Ang daming resources na na-spend na nagamit ng RCPH para dun sa bait play. Pero to what end? Tong wave sa baba?
Wow! Uy!
Wait lang! Ito na yung gulpi di gulat. Emma nagharap ng target. Beauty hindi niya mapapatay. BMI back, Kenji. Gustong tapusin yung sinimulan ng kanilang rookie. And here's the Felicia way to Dragon dito sa may Esmeralda. And Kenji's not done. Sabi Kenji, game! Gusto ko to! Halika dito! Babalikan sa Lord. Curtizi daw. Naamoy niya. Naamoy ni Curtizi. Bumalik sila nag-Lord ulit.
Grabe si Kenji mag-zone na. Tatlong players na nakabantay sa kanya. Pero yung RSG, sinisimula yung Lord ha. Pwedeng mag-contest ng Echo pero nagbabab si Hades. Walang buhay daw.
Wala. Nahila dito. I'm offended. I like the final ball of guys. They take it. Retribution check. Hades isama mo na. Double kill. Sinama si Curtizi. 3 for 1. Triple kill for the Demon King. RK3 tatakbo ang natitirang defender ng Echo. Chantel, the end is near.
The end is near for Echo. Pwede lang i-push kasi yung bottom lane ng mga minion wave ay nakaangat. Nandito na mga players. Even Kenji, kinat na niya na sa may top lane. So possible na hindi na atay yung Lord. RK3, hindi siya ganun kabilis mag-clear ng minion wave. Pero very cute is alive. Huwag lang magdikit-dikit dito yung RSG para hindi sila ma-burst down dito ng payong. Woo!
Here we go, Kenji. 1/4 ng buhay niya. Blazing though at paloob. That's gonna be very good bursting down. Kenji, walang minions. Ladies and gentlemen, RSG PH. Eliminate Echo.
Oh my God. Grabe, just look at their faces. The teamwork of RSG. Napahampas na lang si Demon Kite.
Yung bagong formula, ang pagbabalik ng kapitan at ang debut ni Eman Matikas. Ito ang kailangan ng RSG para maisahan at matalo ang Echo.
Kakaiba yung RSG ngayon, guys. If makikita natin lahat na naging performance nila since the first day of our MPLI, kompleto na eh. Kumbaga, ang ganda ng pinakita nila. And when we say RSG now, kahit malugi sila early part of the game, they find a way na makasagot or they find a way to extend the game. And RSG, wow. Wala akong masabi. Pinaka nasabi ko is wow.
Wow, yes. You
Kasi
said that.
we have to remember that napakalit lang ng preparation coming into MPL Invitational, and this is not the lineup that they used.
Yeah.
For MPL, it's very effective.
Ibig sabihin, nahanap nila tong lineup na to. Na-figure out na nila na si Kapitan Kenji new strategy na pwedeng gamitin ng RSGPH come the future seasons of MPL. So, wow, what growth, what development from this team that's moving on. GG well played though for Echo. A great 3-game series, did not expect any less.
Yes, and napaganda ng pinakita ni Eman, by the way. Very consistent siya. And hindi siya yung klase ng bagong player na kapag lagi siya namamatay, parang nadadrag down niya doon yung teams niya kasi alam niya na nandun nakasuporta yung mga kambi niya.
Kudos kay Eman, matikas. Para siyang si RK3. Hindi, yung galawan hindi rookie. So I'm super, super proud of what happened here. Still, thank you so much. Very, very brave for these two teams to face off. And again, you gotta do what you gotta do. May malalaglag at may malalaglag. But for now, let's go throw over to Wolf para explain kung ano nga bang nangyari dito sa game number 3. Wolf, ikaw na.
Yeah, and unfortunately, may isang Filipino team. Well, it will happen anyways. Ganun talaga ang competition. Only one Filipino team will be advancing to the quarterfinals, by the way. And that will be RSG. Sa kanilang magandang pag-activate kay Demon Kite once again. Demon King. Na-mention din ng ating mga casters. But, you know, for RSG Philippines, hindi naman din ganun kadali ang naging road nitong game ito. In fact, Echo actually having more kills in this particular game. Ang weird nga lang ng decision nila to go for the mage side lane. It's not really that weird, but it also makes a lot of sense kasi nga naman nakita nila na sa RSG ang kanilang naging choice ay gumawa ng marksman in the gold lane. And if you're looking at Echo, etong si Benny Cutie, mas pinili na lang niyang kumuha ng isang Kagura, which again, totally makes sense in the early game versus a Claude. Isang magandang pagkaagamit ng Kagura mula kay Benny QT ang nagbigay ng maraming kills para sa Echo. In fact, he's part of 9 out of the 10 kills na meron ang Echo, which is amazing. Dahil naman din sa kanyang importanteng mga ambag dun sa early stages up until the late game, ay nagkaroon ng maraming kills ang Echo. However, it wasn't enough. The thing is, kulang talaga ng damage output, ng scaling damage output ang Echo. Kasi kung titingnan natin ang isang Lancelot, maganda siya pang assassinate. Pwede siya dun sa may backlines, but it will never be enough against the scaling lineup of RSG Philippines. If you're looking at RSG Philippines, ang ganda nga nung kanilang naging choice dito. Look for the Ruby Tank at Radiant Armor agad yung kanyang sagot kasi alam nga nila na merong Eve, merong Kagura. Ito yung damage sources sa late stages para sa RSG, pati na rin sa mid-game. Kaya naman nakapronta talaga si Heath. Kung papansinin mo si Heath, maganda yung kanyang pwesto palagi, especially in that first Lord take dito sa ating game. He was able to just position himself para mahirapang pumasok ang Echo para hindi sila makahanap ng magandang opening doon sa may Lord. And eventually, nahanap din nila doon si Hades, which was really the nail in the coffin in that Lord fight. It was a 2-for-1 for sure na si Kenji nga, sinakripisyo pa yung sarili niya. Sobrang lumalim pa si Kenji to buy more time so that the Lord will be easier taken side of RSG. Lalong-lalo na kasi wala din namang retry holder etong side ng Echo Philippines. Noong time na yon, most importantly dahil napatay nga doon si Hades. Let's look at the other stats in this particular game. RSG, we can see na nandun pa rin sa Benedetta, sa Claude, and the Esmeralda yung damage output. And Lilia really, actually baka mataas yung damage tank nitong si Lilia dahil sa paggamit niya kanyang Black Shoes. But obviously, ang pinaka-sandbag sa ating laban na to will definitely be the Lapu-Lapu as the main frontliner ng Echo. If you're looking at Echo, nakafocus lang sa dalawang heroes sa kanilang damage output. While for RSG, it's a good mixture between the Claude, Benedetta, and this Esmeralda, which brings me to my important note para sa RSG Philippines na activate agad nila si Demon Kite. In this game, Demon Kite was just phenomenal. He's the richest guy, 804 GPM. Meron siyang sayaw doon sa may bottom lane kung saan Echo pa yung napasama. I think 3v1 yata yun or 2v1. He bought enough time. Hindi nga siya masyadong tinatamaan ng skills kasi grabe yung kanyang pag-dodge ng mga skills ng Echo. And then eventually, the rest of RSG Philippines naka-respawn na sila doon kay Demon Kite. That was just one of the plays that he was able to make. Pero ang pinaka-ambag niya sa laban na to ay mula early up until the late game. Hindi siya siya napupersa ng Echo dahil din naman sa fact na hindi na rin nakamatilda itong Echo. So with the Cho against the Benedetta, hindi masyadong mapupersa ni Cho itong si Bene dahil pwede lang din siyang labanan ni Benedetta doon sa may jungle. And you also have Heath, which is a combo breaker dito sa ating Cho. So naganda rin ng pagguarda for the side of Echo. Nakita natin mula sa Echo na meron talagang flip switch ang Echo eh. Kapag nakikita natin around the second turtle timing, bigla silang nag-group up at gumagawa ng magandang plays. Like this kick, for example, malaki replay siya with the TikTok plays. Kaso nga lang, hindi naging enough yung mid-game prowess sa ng Echo Philippines kasi bigla silang now-play nitong hero na to. Yan, the Demon Kite Benedetta. And look at that hit na sobrang aggressive lang din kasi meron siyang Radiant Armor. He doesn't really care as much. I think napa-overcommit dito si Hades. Na-dodge pa na konti ni Hitgon and that was a good punish. The side of RSG. Even si Kenji, ginamit na niya yung katawan niya mismo para sa palayo doon si Benny Cutie. And this was the dance na sinasabi natin kay Demon Kite. Eventually going in favor of RSG. Dahil sa respo nga na ginawa ng RSG na, again, over-commitment coming out from Echo. And by the way, ang ganda na pag-gagamit palagi ni Heath ng kanyang second skill to cancel out yung combos, yung gustong gawin itong ibang mga members ng Echo Philippines. Napakalayo masyado na itong ultimate na real-world manipulation kasi gusto niya yatang gamitin para mag-knockout. Unfortunately, wasn't the case. And a triple kill mula din sa Benedetta. Napakaganda ng command para sa RSG. It gave them this advantage around the 18-minute mark kung saan late game na talaga at kakapusin talaga ng damage ang isang gold lane Kagura kumpara sa isang gold lane na Claude. Overall, good drafting from both teams but better drafting, I would say, para sa side ng RSG dahil mas nakuha nila yung kanilang gusto and they kind of forced Echo in a situation na kinailangan nilang kumuha ng Kagura sa by gold lane. And mukhang hindi din talaga yun yung tamang adjustment mula sa side ng Echo in this particular match. Unfortunately, for them, it is the end of the line. But fortunately para sa Pilipinas, meron tayong at least one representative doon sa my quarterfinals in combination with Blacklist International for sure. That's it. That's my analysis for that wonderful series. Babalik na ito kay Leo at kay Chantel.
Maraming salamat, Wolf, explaining exactly how this victory by RSGPH came to be. Chantel, medyo agree ako doon, especially sa last part na baka nga maganda yung early game ng Kagura, pero nung nakaporma si Eman, hindi na parang kulang na kung yung gold lane Kagura.
Yeah, I think for Eman din, isa talaga sa mga nature niya or strengths niya yung pagka yung gamit niya na hero. Kasi kung mapansin natin, Aldous, tapos nag-Claude din siya and ibang hero na ginamit niya. Mas gusto niya yung mga heroes na bigla nang gugulat. Unlike for the Kagura, yes, nanggugulat siya, pero kasi meron kang signal which is the payong. Yung Claude, bigla na lang talaga siya papasok. But yeah, ang ganda ng performance ng dalawang teams natin. Sayang lang though.
Yeah, sayang lang. Salamat, Echo. But up next, we're gonna be hearing from the camp of RSGPH. Narinig natin ang tinig ni Coach Panda. I'm wondering sino kaya ang magiging representative nila ngayon. Let's go ahead and check in.
Qualify for your first quarterfinals with that performance.
Sobrang relieved kasi lahat ng hard work. English! Ikaw, you translate. Okay. I'm Korean eh. You translate okay. Okay. I'm relieved kasi parang yung hard work ko nag-pay off.
Okay, he said that he's really relieved because his hard work really paid off and he's really grateful to be here.
Wow. All the hard work pays off finally. But yeah, again, Demon Kite, I want to ask you here. How are you, of course, which team do you want to face in MPLI?
I think Onyx Philippines if ever.
Oh, a different answer.
Yeah, different
Finally.
answer. Everyone wants to meet Blacklist because if you said Blacklist, I would have said, please give us another team, because we want to see something different. But yeah, all right, Onyx Philippines, finally a different answer. But maybe now we can ask the coach, Coach Panda, drafting in game number 1, game number 2, and game number 3 against Echo Esports, a team that was also, very notorious for having deep hero pools. What was in your mind? Like, there was so many crazy bans that happened, especially in that third game. Coming into the game, did you think that you had the better draft, or did you feel like it was a stable game? It just can go either way based on execution.
Game 2, actually, we thought that we were in the upper hand of the draft because they used a Chu, and then when they used an Esme, I was expecting that they pick the Chu fighter because they are expecting that we'll pick the Cloud. But that's why we picked the Esme as a gold lane. We had to adjust it. And then we picked the Phobius because we thought that we can catch the Chu and also the YSS. But eventually, Echo really played the YSS really very well. The YSS didn't show themselves in the map, so we had hard time executing a good one. And then for game 3, our plan was that let's just focus on Cloud to have farm. And then, but in our XP lane, we should always be in the upper hand. And in our jungle, anything that can be very mobile, that can contest the assassin or any of their backline. So that's why we picked the Benedetta. I think overall the draft in game 3 was 50-50. But we were just a bit more lucky with the execution and the team fight.
Wow.
Okay.
A lot of luck.
A lot of luck, it seems. But man, all right. I have one last question for both Panda and Demon Kite, all right? After that victory against Echo Esports, you are going to be facing the Indonesian MPL champions. You have any thoughts on Onyx ID? Because you said you wanted to meet Onyx PH. What about Onyx ID?
I want to beat them too, but first, I need stronger mentality because their gameplay is so aggressive that you need strong mentality to really focus on the game.
Okay.
And any particular member in Onyx ID that you want to target?
CW.
CW, the grand
gold
final
laner.
MVP. All right, well, thank you, Demon Kai. Thank you, Panda. Thank you, RSG. Good luck in the future and congratulations for the game.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
So, they're going to...
Good vibes, good vibes. I like how Demon Kite said something other than Blacklist. Parang natuwa din si Mirko at Gani, pero Pinas pa rin ang sagot.
Yes. Wala eh. Kapag Pilipino ka, alam mo din kung sino ba talaga yung tunay na malakas. Tama na yung tunay na malakas. Philippines number 1.
Yeah. Facts only, right?
Facts only.
Like, we don't have to tell you what happened in 2021 to tell you and remind you guys na Pilipinas lang ang malakas. But with that being said, always nice to hear from the players and the coaches, especially when they're able to talk about themselves. No? Parang kinikwento nila kung ano yung nangyayari maliban dun sa laro.
Yes, and doon natin nakikita din kasi yung personality ng mga players. For Demon Kite, he is rookie of the season and at the same time makita natin kung gaano din siya ka-humble at kung gaano niya nire-respeto yung bawat teams na kasali at alam niya na meron pa siyang pwedeng i-improve.
Yep, at saka medyo siga siya. Nakita mo yun? You translate.
At coach niya yun, at si Coach Panda yun.
Pero buti na lang, tropa sila. Love natin si Panda, love natin si Demon Kite. And it's always fun to hear from the winning teams. And in this next matchup, I believe it's going to be an Indonesian underdog story. So, whether it be RBG or it be Alter Ego who gets this, we'll see. Alright? Sa inyong lingkod, ako nga po pala ulit si Leo. Kasama dito si Ate Mo Chantel. Magbabalik ang MPL Invitational.
Mungkin lebih struggle daripada tim-tim lain karena kita juga baru masuk di scene ini, dan yang pasti struggle yang kita harus lakukan itu udah harus lebih lagi gitu.
One Esports right here, gonna talk with Team Rebellion Ganflakes about the tournament.
Halo, nama saya Claudia, saya tim manager
of Rebellion Ganflakes.
Jadi memang dari Rebellion berdiri itu di tahun 2019 bulan Desember, jadi memang dari awal.
Who is your favorite member of the team?
Semuanya favorit sih, gak ada yang salah satu karena memang semuanya tuh pada punya keunikan sendiri gitu. Pada ada tingkahnya emang lucu-lucu juga masing-masing. Jadi kadang ngegemesin.
Can you tell us what is the specifically unique about them?
Dari Jisa pertama, Jisa itu unik kalau pas dia lagi ngebucin. Ngebucinnya itu kayak video call sampai tiduran, bahkan HP-nya tuh nempel masih di tangan gitu sampai pagi. Terus yang kedua sih, Val itu suka nyapu taman. Jadi di GH kita kan ada taman gitu. Terus dia suka nyapuin gitu tiap sore. Dan kalau ditanya alasannya kenapa, ya dia bilang sambil cari keringat aja, sambil dia mau olahraga biar turunin berat badan gitu katanya.
Who is the funniest one among all of them?
Si Biru sama si Val sih. Jadi mereka itu suka kayak ledek-ledekan gitu. Apalagi soal ledekan macam-macam sih, ledek-ledekan soal bucinan, soal apapun, soal in-game juga sampai kayak bacot-bacotan. Tapi bacot-bacotannya tuh ya lucu gitu kadang.
Who do you admire the most?
Jisa. Alasannya itu karena aku ngeliat dia umurnya masih muda, tapi dia memang tahu apa yang harus dia lakukan dan apa yang harus dia kembangkan gitu. Gak semua anak di umur yang semuda itu dia tahu gitu apa yang harus.
How is your first experience inside of MPL ID?
Memang sangat berbeda sih, mulai dari kayak scene kompetitifnya, dari strategi permainannya juga udah sangat beda banget dari kalau kita lihat tim besar lainnya udah lama di MPL itu udah beda banget. Persiapannya juga udah pasti berbeda. Player-playernya juga yang punya pengalaman itu udah benar-benar the next level banget lah pokoknya gitu. Dan pengalamannya cukup seru sih untuk awal-awal, dimana kita juga kan masih baru napak nih, ibarat orang baru tahu nih dunia baru dan kita baru masukin di situ gitu.
Is there any match that you will never forget?
Onyx ya, match lawan Onyx itu benar-benar nggak akan lupa sih, karena menurut aku timnya itu sebenarnya kita tuh ada potensi menang tapi memang nggak bisa menang kayak gitu. Padahal kita udah sempat amanin 1 poin kemenangan lah.
Is there any non-MPL ID team that you really want to face and why?
Jujur sekarang kayak nggak ada yang pengen dihadapin banget sih. Karena MPL juga kita sering gitu kayak scrim juga sama tim-tim yang di luar MDL maupun di MPL bahkan gitu. Jadi kita udah tahu lah kurang lebih seperti apa gitu. Jadi sampai sekarang kita belum ada kayak tim yang benar-benar greget banget sih pengen kita lawan gitu.
How about MPL Indonesian team? Is there anyone that you scared of?
Yang terkuat memang Alter Ego ya untuk sekarang ini gitu. Jadi memang kalau mau ditakutin sih ya memang sangat wajar gitu. Mereka kayak benar-benar cepet banget, walaupun sempat waktu itu Alter Ego sempat kalah kan segala macem kemarin. Cuman kayaknya kalau aku lihat dari performa mereka, kayaknya mereka bisa cepat reset dan balik lagi sih.
What makes your team so different compared to the other team?
Mungkin lebih struggle daripada tim-tim lain karena kita juga baru masuk di scene ini, dan yang pasti struggle yang kita harus lakukan itu udah harus lebih lagi gitu. Itu aja sih sebenarnya yang membedakan.
Is there anything that you want to say to your team to motivate them for MPLI 2021?
Ya, berusaha harus lebih keras lagi daripada apa yang udah ada selama ini, dan berusaha itu harus lebih keras lagi daripada tim-tim yang kita tahu selama ini gitu. Karena memang kita baru di sini ini, tentunya mungkin kalau tim yang sekarang udah ada di sini, kita masih di sini gitu. Jadi emang kayak masih jauh banget gitu untuk nyampe di sini. At least untuk setara ya udah pasti usahanya harus lebih keras. Jadi tetap semangat. Aku percaya kalian pasti bisa.
Okay, now for the fans that is watching and also supporting Rebellion Gameflix.
Tetaplah dukung tim Rebellion Gameflix karena semua orang itu pasti mulai dari bawah. Termasuk kalian juga yang lagi nonton ini mungkin bercita-cita juga untuk jadi pro player dan mungkin belum kesampaian juga. Ya, makanya itu tetap dukung biar seimbang gitu. Gak cuma di atasnya doang, tapi semuanya tuh mulai dari bawah. Tim-tim yang dari atas, yang sekarang udah di atas juga, semuanya mulai dari bawah gitu.
Here is the last question. Can you give some message to the opponent inside of MPLI?
Jangan anggap remeh, kita semua pastinya berusaha, kita semua pastinya mau yang terbaik. Jadi ya tetap jangan anggap remeh.
Okay, Claudia, thank you so much and good luck for your match. We are very happy to have you here. See you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ya, itu sih gunanya sebagai manajer tuh benar-benar penanggung jawab sih berat banget, sumpah. Kalau manajer itu belum bisa ngalahin ego dia sendiri, dia bakal kalah sama mereka. Kayak gitu sih.
It's me Bella on behalf of One Esports here with Team Alter Ego to talk about the tournament.
Halo, nama aku Aditya Budi Santoso yang biasa dikenal Santos. Saya dari tim Alter Ego sebagai manajer tim.
I want to know, as a manager, who do you think that is the most improved player of the year from Alter Ego?
Untuk saat ini yang paling berkembang, aku bisa bilang hampir semua player sih untuk berkembang. Karena mereka ya satu sama lain saling mengingatkan pada saat entah itu lagi posisi lagi down atau lagi ada kendala apapun. Karena yang pertama itu kita menyatukan chemistry dan kekeluargaan dulu sih.
As a manager, how do you solve the problem?
Emang mungkin agak sulit juga sih dengan usia mereka yang masih belia gitu, kayak dari sisi egoisnya yang masih tinggi, entah si anak ini masih pengen kayak gini, si anak yang ini masih pengen gini, pengen begitu. Ya itu sih gunanya sebagai manajer tuh benar-benar penanggung jawab sih berat banget, sumpah. Kalau manajer itu belum bisa ngalahin ego dia sendiri, dia bakal kalah sama mereka.
How do you keep up all the fighting spirit whenever they are playing?
Yang pertama ya, sebelum kita tanding kita harus satu pemikiran bahwa kita di sini datang bukan untuk kalah atau buat untuk diri sendiri, tapi melainkan kita datang untuk sebuah tim gitu. Kita menang bersama, kalah bersama. Jadi nggak ada yang perlu ditakutkan pada saat kalah ini harus ngeblame siapa, nggak perlu. Jadi kayak nggak terlalu bermasalah pada saat mereka kondisi kalah. Mereka pun ya happy dan enjoy aja gitu, karena kita melakukan udah you're the best gitu, the best team gitu. Udah ya inilah kita gitu loh.
Historically, patch updates always been a problem for Alter Ego. Do you have plan to avoid this time around?
Mungkin pas banget ya momennya, setiap update patch selalu menurun. Tapi sebagai aku pribadi ngeliat mereka nggak terlalu bermasalah dalam patch. Cuma kebetulan aja kita kalah pada saat patch baru terus kayak gitu. Tapi kalau dari sisi tim, masalah patch itu nggak jadi alasan sih sebenarnya.
As the defending champions, what do you want to say to the other teams who is fighting inside of FPLI?
Good luck, have fun aja kali ya, aman ya. Kita ya buktikan aja bahwa kita tuh layak untuk memberi pertontonan yang baik dan bagus untuk di kalangan prosin lainnya.
Are there any non-MPLID team that you really want to face inside of MPLI?
Aku sih berharap banget bisa berjumpa dengan Blacklist. Tim Filipina itu yang benar-benar sangat mendominasi Blacklist sih. Jadi kayak kita penasaran banget gimana sih nanti pada saat di turnamen, bukan a scrim kayak gitu kan, apakah kita sama atau bisa berbeda kan, nggak ada yang tahu. Makanya kita benar-benar penasaran.
Mungkin lebih struggle daripada tim-tim lain karena kita juga baru masuk di scene ini, dan yang pasti struggle yang kita harus lakukan itu udah harus lebih lagi gitu.
One Esports right here, gonna talk with Team Rebellion Ganflakes about the tournament.
Halo, nama saya Claudia, saya tim manager dari Rebellion Ganflakes.
By the way, how long have you been the team manager of Rebellion Ganflakes?
Jadi memang dari Rebellion berdiri itu di tahun 2019 bulan Desember, jadi memang dari awal.
Who is your favorite member of the team?
Semuanya favorit sih, gak ada yang salah satu karena memang semuanya itu pada punya keunikan sendiri gitu. Pada ada tingkahnya emang lucu-lucu juga masing-masing, jadi kadang ngegemesin.
Can you tell us what is the specifically unique about them?
Dari Jisa, pertama Jisa itu unik kalau pas dia lagi ngebucinnya itu kayak video call sampai tiduran, bahkan HP-nya tuh nempel masih di tangan gitu sampai pagi. Terus yang kedua si Val itu suka nyapu taman, jadi di GH kita kan ada taman gitu, terus dia suka nyapuin gitu tiap sore. Dan kalau ditanya alasannya kenapa, ya dia bilang sambil cari keringat aja, sambil dia mau olahraga biar turunin berat badan gitu katanya.
Who is the funniest one among all of them?
Si Biru sama si Val sih. Jadi mereka itu suka kayak ledek-ledekan gitu, apalagi soal ledekan macam-macam sih, ledek-ledekan soal bucinan, soal apapun, soal in-game juga sampai kayak bacot-bacotan. Tapi bacot-bacotannya tuh ya lucu gitu kadang.
Who do you admire the most?
Jisa. Alasannya itu karena aku ngeliat dia umurnya masih muda, tapi dia memang tahu apa yang harus dia lakukan dan apa yang harus dia kembangkan gitu. Nggak semua anak di umur yang semuda itu dia tahu gitu apa yang harus dia lakukan, apa yang harus dikembangin dari dirinya gitu.
How is your first experience inside of MPL ID?
Memang sangat berbeda sih, mulai dari kayak scene kompetitifnya, dari strategi permainannya juga udah sangat beda banget dari kalau kita lihat tim besar lainnya udah lama di MPL itu udah beda banget. Persiapannya juga udah pasti berbeda. Player-playernya juga yang punya pengalaman itu udah benar-benar the next level banget lah pokoknya gitu. Dan pengalamannya cukup seru sih untuk awal-awal, dimana kita juga kan masih baru napak nih, ibarat orang baru tahu nih dunia baru dan kita baru masukin di situ gitu.
Is there any match that you will never forget?
Onyx ya, match lawan Onyx itu benar-benar nggak akan lupa sih, karena menurut aku timnya itu sebenarnya kita tuh ada potensi menang tapi memang nggak bisa menang kayak gitu. Padahal kita udah sempat amanin 1 poin kemenangan lah.
Is there any non-MPL ID team that you really want to face and why?
Jujur sekarang kayak nggak ada yang pengen dihadapin banget sih, karena MPL juga kita sering gitu kayak scrim juga sama tim-tim yang di luar MDL maupun di MPL bahkan gitu. Jadi kita udah tahu lah kurang lebih seperti apa gitu. Jadi sampai sekarang kita belum ada kayak tim yang benar-benar greget banget sih pengen kita lawan gitu.
How about MPL Indonesian team? Is there anyone that you scared of?
Yang terkuat emang alter ego ya untuk sekarang ini gitu. Jadi emang kalau mau ditakutin sih ya memang sangat wajar gitu. Mereka kayak benar-benar cepet banget, walaupun sempat waktu itu alter ego sempat kalah kan segala macem kemarin. Cuman kayaknya kalau aku lihat dari performa mereka, kayaknya mereka bisa cepat reset dan balik lagi sih.
What makes your team so different compared to the other team?
Mungkin lebih struggle daripada tim-tim lain karena kita juga baru masuk di scene ini, dan yang pasti struggle yang kita harus lakukan itu udah harus lebih lagi gitu. Itu aja sih sebenarnya yang membedakan.
Is there anything that you want to say to your team to motivate them for MPLI 2021?
Ya, berusaha harus lebih keras lagi daripada apa yang udah ada selama ini, dan berusaha itu harus lebih keras lagi daripada tim-tim yang kita tahu selama ini gitu. Karena memang kita baru di sini ini, tentunya mungkin kalau tim yang sekarang udah ada di sini, kita masih di sini gitu. Jadi emang kayak masih jauh banget gitu untuk nyampe di sini. At least untuk setara ya udah pasti usahanya harus lebih keras. Jadi tetap semangat. Aku percaya kalian pasti bisa.
Okay, now for the fans that is watching and also supporting Rebellion Gameflex.
Tetaplah dukung tim Rebellion Gameflex karena semua orang itu pasti mulai dari bawah. Termasuk kalian juga yang lagi nonton ini, mungkin bercita-cita juga untuk jadi pro player dan mungkin belum kesampaian juga. Ya, makanya itu tetap dukung biar seimbang gitu. Gak cuma di atasnya doang, tapi semuanya tuh mulai dari bawah. Tim-tim yang dari atas, yang sekarang udah di atas juga, semuanya mulai dari bawah gitu.
Here is the last question. Can you give some message to the opponent inside of MPLI?
Jangan anggap remeh, kita semua pastinya berusaha, kita semua pastinya mau yang terbaik. Jadi ya tetap jangan anggap remeh.